Zuva Nation. Depend. Nasi, I have another morning. Morning. Kushika mid morning. You 1 hour, 2 hours. Nothing crazy. Are you guys okay? Mweya wekuhakira wandibata saka ndauya kuti mundidzore. Sorry, I'm having food. This is probably not the right time to eat. You know, I'm one of those people. I'm having fried rice. I'm one of those people. Vanhu vasingajika makuseni. Ndikajika makuseni mudumbu mangu munondirwadza type of person. So I would do like tea or coffee and go about my life. But lately, I don't know, I've just been waking up hungry. Maybe I'm joking. I'm not supposed to be eating in the morning. Let me just quickly do this. Sorry. Thank you for the love and likes. Ndulaku. Nasida kuona ma comments anobudela. Ndabatwa nemwoyo wekuhakira. Ndazodzifambira mumastreets, guys. First and foremost, let me hear. Ndaenda kumbura permission. Vana vangu ndokumbura permission. I need permission. I'm asking for permission to hakira. Yeah, the mastreets. Ndokumbura kuhakira the mastreets chete. Zvanhasi chete. If you guys are in the mood ndo hakire dziri kupisa mastreets, I can. Or tongoramba chendera nyaya yedu yekuti what it means to zvinorevei kuripa. Kuripa is a scary subject. Nezuro I was taking it light because I was just chilling and hanging out with you guys. But kuripa is more of a spirituality thing. It is like the ultimate regret. But kunyema comments rutonetsa kudai. No man, hold on. This is ridiculous. This is absurd. Now I see the comments. I had to turn off Wi-Fi. Saka zvinoda kuti Wi-Fi yaburitse ma-comments. My zvourere, yes, man, yes, sweetie pie, how are you? XAQ Nkomo, uri say mdiwa, Mdara Galitas, Mdara Galitas in the house, ndevi yenyu. Ndidzidzisewo kudya naizvozvo hazvitomboningirikizve hazvitombonetsi. Mdara Galitas tatsikwa nemburu dzevanhu dzemumastreets. Yesu mugara Mdara Galitas. Aisha Seren Biscuit, hey sweetie pie, hey my Jaden, muri say ndabata live nasi, yay, no problem. So it's two stories I'm asking you. Ndokumbura mweya wekuhakira. Mdara Galitas ndokudai zvisingaiti ndimi munoita those audios. Ndakana nhasi makati muchandigadzirira inini yangu audio yangu handi ndakaba yenyu yekuti ukaona mukadzi akadai zitakuna mukadzi ndakudawo yangu ndigadzire yangu. Anyway, so permission to hakira or tongoenderera nyaya dzedu everyday. Why ndakakudzai nezuro ndikati not everyone wants drama. Not everybody likes the scandal. Not everybody cares. Really. Mascandals aren't going on social media, especially my socialites. Not everyone cares. Some people want to go to V11 essay and then vapedza vanongoti saka you keep that in mind kuti vamwe vanhu vanouya pano nokuti hakusi kutaurwa yoweyo, but yoweyo inonakidza futi, inotonakidza, saka toita sei tohakira here yoweyo. Tohakira here yoweyo kana tingotaurawo dzedu pano dzechiururu. Story time last life but one yakandiparira. Imagine. but the other person ndakaisa yajekecha achifeka pregnancy achigadzira receipts. Ndikati hapana mukadzi asati ambofeka mimba, hapana mukadzi asati ambofeka mimba. Uchanzwa uchavaona ina asati ndambofeka mimba. We have all done it. Vakadzi anofeka mimba kana akada kurambuka pakangoita kasituation kekuitira kuti murume akuda kuenda kana mukomana akuda kuenda mimba, you know, or attention or mari. You can only play that card once with one person at a time. Ndakamboifeka mimba ndikaunzirwa pregnancy test chamwari. Munhu akagara apa zvikanziita haana kundodzasa kuenda kunotenga, akauya nayo from nowhere. Do this. Bhukai. You don't believe me, zvikanzi do this now. That was a fake pregnancy. And then there was a fake miscarriage. Pane ndakatomborezva 2 months, 3 months. After 3 months, they were miscarriage. Any woman who comes to you and says, I'm pregnant, I want to take it off, or I'm pregnant, you are stressing me. Then after exactly 3 months, yes, what? You must just take it with a pinch of salt. Take it with a pinch of salt. But anyway, ndakamirira sanda vana vanga vasikupindura. Ndikandidai soma comments omwe ndikadzosera. You have exactly 1 minute to let me know kuti itohakira here dzemastreets ndafunga kwanaiza. I can analyze. Ndakati Bruno. And amatiti. Ndakabva ndati wait, everybody wait. Murikudzwa small. Wait for this thing to unfold so that you see, right? So payava iko zvino aisati yapera nyaya, and I also told you that this thing has been a long time coming. This thing was building up. It was just a matter of time, but it was building up. And I like it when you talk about therapy and spirituality na my Jaden. Okay, so ngataure spirituality. Okay, hanzi ndakambozviita ka3 ndichiziva kuti panobuda mari zvino. Na my children. Okay. Anzina Cecilia, auntie was busy finishing yesterday's live. I fell asleep. Okay, yesterday's live, we can repeat it. We can repeat it today. Or, okay, we can do this. We can, Akira, hey, jumping here. Ashkak my terrace. Jumping Burugam terrace. What is it? Okay, so we can, Akira, a little bit, because I believe the audios are set up here, Buddha. And I also believe there's more to this. There's really, really more to this. And I also believe that this thing has been a long time coming. The whole Bruno. And then she says, Anabasa. That was not the beginning. That was the trigger to the and the Murguns go nema audio nema edio. I don't go fly kuti it's yeah. So I'm willing to Hakira that story if you give me permission. So far, Joe Pink at Hakira. Okay. I need 5 people at least. Okay, I need 5 people. 5 people say Hakira and 5 people say don't Hakira. So can I start a good typer or my comments are kaka? If you can't type, Hakira is like blue like. Blue like is if you like this life, pakabudama blue akawanda ku Hakira. Red is don't Hakira. Okay? Since in Dukunonoka kuona ma comments panapa. But I can see my love and my likes. Blue, Hakira, red, usa Hakira. Let's go. See you later. Hi, Auntie Masisiva. How are you doing, darling? Okay. But I have a feeling it's one person. I have a feeling that you want to. Because I like to show in my followers. Oh, congratulations, Zuva Nation. You're now 400,000. Oh, yeah, I found out this morning. You have reached the what. You're now 400,000. If I unblock the people that are in my block feel, I'm sure I'll be 500,000. I kid you not. Ndombofunga mumweya. Okay, Blue ndazvinzwa. Ndombofunga mumweya. Woku unblocka vanhu. But whoever I blocked follows me with a ghost. So no problem. I'm seeing mixed feelings, mixed reactions of blue and red. So we're going to do both. We're going to do both. Okay? Ini ndachida kutaura nyaya ya Bruno namatiti ndichiona ma comments. It's very important kuti tite feedback. Techinyaya tose. Mwana ndibatwe ndiri one. Ndichitaurawo iwo chitaurawo nditaurawo kuita kuti pachino backfire kumastreets pateta kubvarurwa meme muchimira nini. Papa meme iri busy kundifurira kana tuma skits tuma ve screen record vatora vakuenda nayo kwavanorekodha huko, and then next thing vanohakira kokwanani. Anyway, okay, fine, all right. Here's my analysis of well, hello everybody, how are you? This is Ebentete. From my home to your home, I bring all the love. Here's my analysis of Bruno and my titi. Okay, first of all, let me file a disclaimer. Cat family, listen, I know you don't like me. Not family, your mom. I know she despises. I don't know why, but she does. Saka, please understand, Kuti, I'm not doing this to antagonize her or get her attention or trying to be friends with her or the streets. You post it, we talk about it, right? And Tim Bruno, listen. Your boy doesn't like me at all. Why? Type ya ino hakira yakangotanga kungo Bluetooth. Hana kuprovokwa akangotanga, type of person. So mukandinzwa nchitaura, it's not because I'm attacking Bruno or whatever. I ain't got nothing against the guy. Never met him. Don't even have his phone number. Don't even talk to him. Ndongo munu uma streets, right? Pade msana katomuwanzira. Ndichimwanzira headboard yakeyo and akandikonzeresa copyright kuna that any bitch. Saka it's I don't know. Right now I'm going to be a neutral analyst. I am neither Bruno family, dog family, or cat family. But dog family they are sisibabatanya. Bruno anofana kuwana rimwe zita rake. Bruno. All right. So Bruno and my titi, here we go. Ndinongo analyze. Mangwana tikazangana murodi muntu morose. Alright. As all of you have seen, kuti nyaya has been building up. My voice note are postwa. My voice note eku clinic, eku spa. That's a long time ago. I bet you kune my voice note akudara before this. So one can stop and think, why post now? Semafungira munongo etawo, ndewo mafungira ndinoetawo. Kuti one day gavara kadambra msungo. It's been building up. Go back to your life iwewe. Une munhu wawiwirana naye. Pawakango sensa kuti munhu yanenge kuda kuenda offside. And especially munhu we social media ka munhu wevanhu. Naturally you start recording. Naturally you start keeping tabs on negativity. We are dealing with two big heads. When I say big heads, it's not an insult. We are dealing with two strong characters. We are dealing with the two evangelists. Vanhu vanoda kupari, vanoda kuzvita next to God. Vane serious problem ye ego. So we are dealing with two ego maniacs that want to whitewash and polish everything to God. We are not zvechitendero, we are not zvechitendero. And vanhu vakadaro vakaisa pamberi pe crowd vakaparidza. Unotofunga kuti my we, because they are very good with words and speech and all. Their characters are very strong. Bruno's character is strong. Akamira papa parimadzi baba wake papa. Ane character is strong. Rimwe if you catch my drift. Anozvimirira, and some people might confuse that as arrogance or being pompous or kuzhangandira or kudi. When you do psychology, the paspem ukangoverenga tumabhuku twepsychology kuchihure kwauri kufamba kwako, you will find out kuti people are different. Character dzavo chaidzo. Saka the way some people react is not the way you would expect them to react. A lot of people are saying, Bruno was supposed to go pisa and let it go. That was my first comment. Wakadi kuti asa wasu akangonyarara akangozviti no ndizvo zviri madho. Then that Enifa girl came and said, iwe Bruno aunongoziva mama mani chingosiyana nazvo unyarara. And for the longest time Bruno tried to play that game, but that's not Bruno. The quiet guy, the chichichi anga kangoti angari pa bvuma kupusa mode, but so for years keeping quiet yanga kaita, it's not because munhu ari humble or what munhu akatoti ndo yandofana kutopinda nayo kuti zviite, but that is not Bruno. So for the people that are saying, Bruno, you must be like Wasu, let me tell you some. Wasu spent the longest time in his life in the closet. He is not a confrontational person, pachaki. When you study psychology, you understand that people are different. The way they react in a time of chaos is different. The way they react in a time of promptness and harsh, what is different. The way they grieve is different. Saka munhu akanyarara, kana Wasu akanyarara pachake iye akanyarara asingadi yoy. And when shit happened to him, the whole titi thing, and he decided to end, that's him. But you people saying that Bruno is supposed to act like what Wasu did, no, that's not fair. Inindeshitoda kuti munhu abudise true colors again. Handitombodi munhu ndikakutadzira ndoda kuti uputike, ndoda kuti unyatsobvura wapwa dzese uputike and let it out like what Bruno did. So on that one, let Bruno be. Let him. Kana zvida kuya chiwawata chero zvisingaiti pamunhu wechirume. Variko vanhu vechirume vakadaro. We just don't like them because zinenge chiri kukakavadzana nevakadzi. But munhu wechirume akakavadzana nevakadzi era zviroti ngochana. So comment section. There are men like that. Let me give you an example. This is a character amunoona pa social media. Anonzi Anush uyu Sekuru Bitterness. Sekuru Bitterness anoita maskiti veve. Do you see how he talks? Like variko varume vakatodaro. The only problem is we women don't find that attractive. So we say, ndezvevakadzi. Bruno is ndozvaari. Zvigamuchirei. He is a wah mouth like that. That being said, this relationship was, people might say toxic, but I think it was a give and take. Hapana angachibenefita kukunda mumwe. This is Felistas we are talking about. No, with what Felistas has been through, guys. Kubvira kuna nabatiti. Oga, vaya vegudza vaya. Ziso, mapamaiki. The Americans, the Europeans, all that. Kushika vaya jere. Agoshka Gomera, do you think she would keep Bruno in her life if she was not benefiting anything from Bruno? It was a give and take. The way Felicia's brain is wired, it will never be, Yoguti, I'm just doing you a favor. Dungo kuitra favor. So, uyapa napa. Doguda manangu. No. And I understand. Because if I had a person like Bruno in my life, if I'm benefiting something, I'm going to keep him around. You only keep people that benefit you around. This is not a problem with Felistas. This is what Felistas did, and it is a normal thing. Why would I keep murumo munu around? Why doesn't she keep any of them around? Some of them got advertised. Why did she keep Bruno? It is not because of love. It is because of the benefits she was getting from Bruno. So this thing of Ningi did Ningi a favor, they both did each other a favor. Bruno got exposure and my titi got a petty cash. Let's G piggy bank once in a while, because she's seeing the money coming in. This is not bad. This is the reality. Cat family, papa tei papo. Before you bash Bruno, I'm not saying Bruno is right. I'm saying there is no way the listers would have kept Bruno out of the goodness of her heart. It was a transactional relationship. This is why when Bruno bought a car, and show in my comments, Facebook, I'm really considering going to TikTok, but TikTok is addictive. I won't be able to focus. I won't start. It won't work. It's addictive. But anyway, I'm looking at going to TikTok because this is nonsense. Or Instagram. I'll open a new TikTok account. For a new TikTok account, I'm trying to follow it. My other one was banned because the kind of life in the So, when it comes to that relationship between the two of them, angar matsotsi maviri. Inonzi matsotsi anti volume hapana iripo ifoni yako. Angar matsotsi maviri. I love you too chafadzwa. Akasangana pamadhiri. Hapana munhu asingavhare munhu kuZimbabwe. Right? Unogona kuvhara. Hanzi true. Hai tate tafadzwa Zuva is intelligent. Thank you so much. Hanzi na Mam Gobozi. It's very slow and comes to the comments today. I thought my phone needs an upgrade. Okay, yeah, no, Sakatese. It's not your phone. It's not your phone. It's all of us. But I'll be reading my comments as I see them though. But I lost my point. Apana mnasinga farivano. Munhu wese anoita madhiri muZimbabwe antorine munhu ari kuchema nezita rake. There have been situations where people order things and things don't get delivered. Either Bruno is an overwhelmed person, I don't think utchitsotsi because there's no way you can keep advertising your business and all that, and at the same moment also could deliver. There's always there's always an order that is outstanding. There's always an order you got wrong. There's always that one customer who blows fire. There's always more business. Saka the people that are showing grievances, Bruno did not deliver. Masofa avo. If you go to OK Furnitures today, kunotorine customer irimu queue yakamirira kuona manager kupopota. If you go to any company, there's always a dissatisfied customer. It's wrong, but it's not breaking news. Kuti ndaka order chinhu changu asati chauya or chakazononoka or chakazodai. It's not breaking news, right? The same way my titi did my business namwano pana mwana ndochema nezita ravo. Kutaura kudai so badhezi akazodona kunodona vanhu 300 vari kuchema nezita rake. Saka zvokuti kuvhara naka vese magevha 2 powerhouses. Bruno and Maititi are 2 powerhouses. Magevha vese. Kune vari kwa Maititi vari kupopotera nyaya izvi kutaura kwatiri kuti wemagonyeti uya akazodona muteresi akati magonyeti ndangu. Mumwe akazodona muteresi akati chakati ende zvikaputika panapa. Saka to a certain extent Maititi gevha. It doesn't mean she's a bad person. It means mukungwavha umu aita mistake yekuti she's a popular figure. Kunjera mwana anongwavha kunda Maititi vanovhara vanhu zvokuvhara. But the privacy protects them. The privilege of privacy. When you are a popular person, whatever you do, ukasora 3 o'clock zvinobuda newspaper. Saka it sounds like this person is a bad person because everything is amplified and exaggerated pama newspaper kuti Maititi avhara vanhu but kutaura izvezvi tikazodzifambira muHarare kune magevhiston evanhu vanovhara vanhu mari vachikadzi futi dziriko mbavha dzakadaro. She is just acha mistake yekuti she's popular. Izvezvi mufoni menyu kundiona kwamuri kuti amuri kutiza maproblems enyu muWhatsApp. Because pane munhu ari kutoti hey, I want my money. Akuna munhu asina chikwereti. Akuna. So for you to then take uyane chikwereti uya akazodai, both of them mageva, and it was a transactional relationship. This one got exposure and business, this one got money, and the she feeds off of that. That's not a bad thing. She feeds off of urumunaribo. It's addictive. We are socialites, I'll tell you. And when we psychology, you know what I mean. They enjoy false praise. They enjoy the worship. To the point of your ego takes over you. You are that, you are the shit. And there's a chocolate every morning. So it gets to your head where you actually think you can. This is not her fault, it's your fault. Social media for hyping up a person. Akuna munhu akambomurumbizwa komberwa maoko akaramba level yedid. Somewhere panduka ego kakanoti bichana. But some people are good at hiding it. Very humble. My titi takes it all in and she abuses it. Chet. Both of them are egomaniacs. Both of them mageva. Both of them were benefiting from each other. And it was a toxic, silent relationship. The same way you have a toxic, silent relationship with your colleagues, with your workers, and the one who madiri. One wanga no sekerere. Asunoto mumaka muniwe. One wanga no ita zino erema. Wanga bakuitrana mazino erema up. My only issue is this. You people are trying to put labels and say who is the winner of this situation. Saka diana right. Mageva maviri kugweri tinoiti matsotsi agerani. Vanhu 2 vakaburana. And vese mamirira zvakaita, they are both wrong. They are both right. Why I'm saying my titi is also kind of right. Why I'm saying that, but Bruno Sadaro is, Bruno, there is no other person, there is no other socialite that was going to blow you the way you my titi vaka kufuridza. There isn't. There wasn't. If there was, you'd have gone to them. Because machanga unetana kudara. Andi wakati uri munhu webusiness iwe unoda kuadvertisa mune vamwe vanhu because uri munhu webusiness saka unoda kuti business rako riende kune kunzvimbo dzakasiyana, right? You wanted to reach all audiences. So obviously you gave some work kune mamwe ma-socialites to boost you. And I saw some socialites boosting you. But ain't nobody on this God's green earth could ever boost you like Amatiti boosted you. So for you to say, I am where I am not necessarily because of you, unorasika Bruno. Ipapo unorasika. We are social media gurus and we will tell you, you got the exposure from my titi. And you paid for it, but you stuck around. You could have paid and left. You got the exposure and left, but it was nice. Wakonati apapano buda oguma ukanda futika $2,000 po buda mazimari ukanda futisaka. You were, in a way you were buying affection, yes, in the name of business, but you could have gone to another person to advertise. And for you to stand there and say nangandi singabvumidzwe ku advertise ne vamwe vanhu, you are a grown man ane machende maviri nesvondo unoudzwa nemwe mukadzi kunzosaende kwakati. Meaning, you were enjoying the benefits of co-advertising work. To a certain extent, she owns you. Somewhere. Yes, it was a business transaction, but at the same time, there is no one. Go back and start again. There is no one in Zimbabwe who was going to blow you the way my titi blew you up. Nobody. 1, you've got a rotten attitude. 2, she kept you around because nobody tamari. That's why my titi kept you around. Not because she likes you. Hey, Bruno, this whole halabaloo story of anga sina shop, there's a next shop, ndikazotanga mutumira ma picture, ndichizomuendesera ma picture kwa kati, and anga sina shop ndikapotsa ndarohwa namwanhu varidzi veshop achiti Bruno hana shop, ndaimupusha tsitsidzei feli wangu achipuhwa mari. Inini se socialite ndakagara pano pakatoita munhu anondipa mari, chero ndikarohwa achindipa mari ndinomanya kuno support because ndiri kumaona masofa. Saka it was not because you wakapotsa warohwa and you went through thick and thin under the water to promote Bruno. No, Bruno kept giving you money and you made it work. Felicitas. Yes, the money was worth it given that uri munhu ari kutotogwa mari. Saka Pakaita mari, you will take it. But you, Bruno, you bought affection. You did. Oh, yes, you did. You knew what keeps my titi going is the money and the pat on the back for helping Bruno. So you kept giving him money. You did. How many times did you give him money? Ingani yakadzoka asinoramba uchingoapa futi. Why? Because you were benefiting. Not because wangochivadastereki. No, you like what comes with Felicitas. Zvaingodiwawo nevanhu vakangopindawo mulife make vachibuda. Vangani titenge kuvaverenga. Vanhu vakauyawo mulife mafeli vachitiwo ndomuda Feli ndodonha naye. Ndomuda Feli ndodonha naye. Vaingobuda vachienda, and Feli was quick to dismiss those people because she was no longer benefiting from them. That's why she dismissed them. Kano, if you're not bringing anything to a powerhouse, Feli is, what are you bringing to the table? That's queen moves. You only hang around with you, and what are you bringing to the table? And if you're not bringing anything, anyone told you dead weight on my life. I don't want dead weight in my life. What are you bringing to the table? The minute you stop bringing what you stop bringing, you are out of the table. Same thing. When you stopped giving my family, my titi money, you got in the way it was difficult for you to grasp that. This is why you started running your mouth over China, shakasuda, rejection inorwadza, Bruno. Inorwadza zvechokwadi. Saka nobody reject kwapana pandakaramba katatu ndine makore manganishita sendinopenga. Kuti munhu taitodana nazvemashuwa nhasi ari kunditi handina basa. Une basa, Bruno, but zvinobhowa kunzi hauna basa because you thought you have gained a permanent seat on my titi's table. That's what you thought. Kuti since ndichiva pamari, since we are cool like that, tokavirana madhiri, saka it's kete. There's no guarantee in this business kuti you are here for life. You earn your keep, and as long as you give someone money, then that's why she would keep you around. Nothing else. It's a given. It's business. It's business. Nothing crazy. Next thing. Unhu wavo vanhu vari tu ava. Pane hunhu wamunoona pa social media. Kozoti hunhu wamusingaoni. Inini ndoda kuti mufocus nehunhu wamusingataridzwa. I can come on social media and act nice. Pano. But kumashuroko ari mawani. Bruno ane humwe hunhu wamunozonzwa kana zvinhu zvashata. Asi hunhu uyu hazviiti kuti vanhu 2 kana 3 kana 4 say the same thing, and we don't believe. Nokuti we are in love with what we see. Face value. Zvamuri kuona ndozvamunongobelieve. But people vanoshandisa the power of deduction. Ndoda kuti muone hunhu. Ndoda kuti muone hunhu hwevanhu vaviri apa. Don't look at the Bruno who's wearing fake Gucci sandals. Okay? And don't look at my titi with 100 cows. What you see on social media is zvakafanana nokuva mai azuka. Pamunotiona pano pa social media Zuva Nation, masocialites ese vane hunhu wavanouya nawo pa social media. Kozoti umwe hunhu uri kumashure uko. Ukaona vanhu vekumashure vakubuditsa hunhu uyu, it's not hate. Ndiye munhu. Inonzi integrity. What you do when people are not watching, ndiwo hunhu. Vanhu vakawanda havadi kuona hunhu because zvinocontradicta nemunhu wavanofarira pa social media. Saka humwe hunhu ukabuda wokumashure uko, mumwe munhu will choose to ignore because it contradicts nezvandiri kuda kuti ndimufungire ari. Saka munhu wandinoona achindientertaina pa social media, ndichifara ndichidi to think kuti, saka you have a perception of that person. Wazvigadzirira munhu wako waunoona pa TV. Zvakangofanana nekuti unoramba uchiona mai azuka pa Nigerian movie. Uchiramba uchivaona mamovie asingaperi, wovaona mamovie 20. You start thinking, you start making Maya Zuka in your head as for the characters that she plays. Maya Zuka vakamboriwa mbama kumo ku Nigeria nemunhu achiti you witch. In real life she went to the mall and vakarohwa mbama nemumwe munhu achinzi you witch. Do you see people like that where they take what they see daily influence and they make it their reality. Chenjerai kuva vanhu vakadaro. Kune munhu kuseri kwesocialite. Every socialite has got another personality. Tiri mapenzi. Anyone who goes on social media has a split personality. Anyone anobaya live, achiuya achita zvaanoita maskiti, all of them have a split personality. And whenever ukaona munhu, whatever they bring on social media, the opposite is true. There's a person they are, then there's a person they would like to be. So when they come on social media, it's very easy to press the camera and you can be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. But in real life challenges, psychology, they are not like that. So imimi my followers, pamunoona vanhu pano apa, musatore zvamunongoona chete nezvaanokuudzai kuti uyai when I ndatenga picture frame yangu motofunga kuti this is reality. If it's on social media, it's not real. It's meant to play a certain part and to show you a certain side, and that's it. Nobody, and I mean nobody, of these ones are here are straight so. Zvakadaro, chidzokere kumafavorite socialites enyu. Muone, vanhu vamunoona vese veve. If you think this is a good person, take it with a pinch of salt. Could this person is capable of the opposite kumashuri? Zvinokubatsira, leave room for disappointment. Leave some room for disappointment. Kuitira kuti pazvinozobvondoka ukaona munhu achiexposwa pasocial media, it's not kuti toda kuti umuvenge. Azvimbofi zvakaitika kuti oyafe kuno kuti godza cat family kuti vengai maititi. Azvite. No one would even try. That's a worthless battle. No, it's a waste. Asking people to hate maititi. Mumwe munhu anoti nekushata kwake koko ndomuda akadaro. You see? Because mumwe munhu anoti I base my life and my beliefs and everything on this person. The point whenever you are showed someone's background, it is not for you to say, all right, ndaona side randichamudi. We are asking you to be level-headed and leave room for disappointment. There's a chance they might be telling the truth. Case in point. When I look at Bruno and Amatiti, let me start with Bruno. Bruno comes out as this, I want to help people. Because I boost confidence. Na Amatiti. Masofa sofeka, ma oda pinda, Maria pinda, zvirikufaya. Marika pinda, pane chimwe chinoitika, kana Marika pinda mu account. And then the ego and the praise of, and that was celebrity again. That was celebrity. Abu Mari is pindering. So it's very easy for Bruno to come and say, I want to help Prudence, Gute. Yeah, everybody. It becomes addictive. This thing of komberwa. Your name has just been said by the biggest socialite in Zimbabwe. The biggest, baddest bitch in the game. And she's saying my name. It gets to your head. Maya vakataura vanocheuka. Pana president vanosvika. Kuma office vanosvika. Hembe yemsangano vanopfeka. Pa TV varipo, ma movie vanobura. Any child in any corner of the street knows her name. She is a powerhouse. And for a powerhouse to say my name, go to Bruno Furnitures, to post me, and all these followers, I think it's about, 300k followers now. And the money is coming. You get big-headed. Naturally, the money is upinda. So there are children that you take care of. Yes? Kumashuroko. So you brought it on social media. Look, I take care of children. Good. But panikambaka kekoguti. My teacher kakati Bruno Furnitures, everybody goes, Bruno, yay! Bruno Furnitures, manoti, Bruno, yay! To the point of now you're on the streets, when people see you, kukufarira kwa kuita ku Bruno, it's not because you're a very nice guy. One, you are unattractive, beyond reason. Two, how gezi? With all that money, stay hapana. Saka vakadzari muma streets kukufarira kwa kuita, it's not because, oh my God, you're this amazing guy. No, it's the money. Don't let it get to your head where people like you. I like you because you're frank. I like you. Chero ne frankness yako yo Bruno dai wanga uchitengesa mazai pano pa social media. No one would turn a blind eye. People are attracted to the success and the money, nothing else. Pandori munhu ane masofa mazisofa original, masofa ane rhino skin, leather skin chaiwo anogara musofa rake rakati 100,000 but anokufarira. Why? Unozotanga kuti that it is that success. This, you have a successful story. It is your successful story that they are in love with. Really. I cannot literally stand there and Bruno. No. It is the successful story behind Bruno. Akatanga asina chuno, akazo boostwa na matiti. And then, yeah, and if my titi thinks Bruno is good, everyone is going to think Bruno is good. So our liking for you was influenced by amatiti. Social media no gona utokufarira nokuti maititi vanokufarira. Mumwe munhu nokuti anofarira maititi, nokuti munhu maititi likes this person, neniwo I'm going to like this person. Not that I would see you and go, oh my God, who's this Bruno? No, Leo. No. Don't get it twisted. People, you don't see famous by association or popular by association. But the good thing is you put in the work. You sold the sofas. You delivered. You gave her the sofas. And you were a benefiting factor in life market. And you knew the only way for you to stick around my titi is to feed her. When I say feed her, I mean give her money. Because I'm a titi and I'm married. And you knew for the only reason why I should stick around. You stuck around the longest because you paid the most. You bought affection, Bruno. And she was promoting it because unotorine substance. You did make the sofas and you did deliver. You did make a name for yourself. So she kept you around because you were a work in progress. But the minute you got too big for your shoes and you stopped paying royalties and you stopped kissing the ring, you got too big for your shoes. And if I were Felicitas, I would get rid of you. Her saying, Kunevanu kuti, Bruno, atonetsa kuno kumashure. Pane vanhu vanogara vachindifonera kuti haana kuruta madelivery emasofa. Haana kuita chi. Felicitas has been knowing this for years. That sometimes Bruno doesn't deliver. Sometimes Bruno delivers half. But she kept her mouth shut because I'll let you fill in. Trust me, it's not because it's out of the goodness of her heart and she loves you very much. You knew, as long as you pay my titi some money, my titi is going to keep quiet and she will not tengesa you. If you were just pa my titi mari once off, munaka uyachi complain nema zwenye ima sofa or ne order yake kuna my titi was going to blow you into pieces on social media. But because Felicitas can't open her mouth to blow Bruno, because why? Kurukuya 1,000. Mwanangu ntumro 400. Mwanangu ndisiroka 2y. Mwanangu ndisiroka 4y. Mwanangu school fees. Mwanangu, and you knew good as long as you pay you fill in the blanks of the mwanangu. Mati gonna keep quiet. Which is very normal because vaskana ungatengeza muna nokupa mari in this economy. Womborasha pari kubva mari in this economy, guys. I'm a single mother of two. Oh no, she's not single. But still, but hazvizodi kuti mukadzi aramba achingogwerera mari nemurume pasaidi. Bruno, tazotanga kutofunga kuti zvaifunga mukadzi wako zve. I don't think it got to that. But had it allowed it to be. The way you guys are so crazy, I wouldn't put it past y'all. I wouldn't be like surprised. But at the same time, hey. Right? Okay, now. So Bruno, yeah, that's the reason. That's the only reason why Felicitas kept you around her is because you were earning your keep in the name of advertise one. There are so many things that you saw that we don't know. Flaws of Felicitas that we don't know. But trust me, we have seen it all. Bruno, una chimwe chinhu chinoshamisira chauya kuzotaura chingatirowa shoko kuna maititi. The only thing that you brought out was my next point yandoda kutaura. Otherwise, zvokuti maititi akatuka vanhu vemusangano. Pandori nerimwe audio rine makore ndofunga rine more than 10 years riri pano. Felicitas achita I am not ZANU-PF. Saka, nasa kazomuka achiti tsepete. listen, if you want to make it in Zimbabwe and you need some money, you better eat with the devil. So I wouldn't blame Felicitas wanting to join Zanu, not because she loves Zanu with her heart very much. That's the way to go. When I can't join Zanu and do the deeds, you join. If you can't beat them, join them. It's not good if she's 100% Zanu or is she not. We don't care. All I know is if you want to make money in Zimbabwe and you want to boom in Zimbabwe, you kiss the ring of Zanu PF, you make it. Try and go against. You will see now. We know this. Sakai Felicitas joins Zanu. Zakafanana na Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is busy kissing Donald Trump's ass. Nick, a whole black woman, is busy kissing Donald Trump's ass. But as we speak, Nicki right now, she's a foreign national. What? Akataka tamara Donald Trump vapiwa Trump card cheche. When watoka Nicki wapindwane, mukazofambira nyaya dza Nicki murume wake is a sex offender. She's an immigrant. And it was not looking good. Tax evasion and all. Saka Nicki akavatanga kuti kwat ne ruling party. Kuti zvake zviite. So I wouldn't blame Felicitas if she went quat with the ruling party. It's not because she loves Zanu very much. Half of people that are in Zanu are not there because of the love. They're there for the convenience of it. Anyway, so you coming to say, akatuka my president. Akade, trust me. We are going to probably hear that voice note. Ashtuka my president. But Zimbabwe, let me ask you, are you really, really, really shocked? Would you be really shocked? A lot of people are not to president Shemar behind closed doors. They are all there for the money, for the convenience. You are Zano, you get your tender. You are Zano, you get your contract. You are Zano, you get your way. Half of those people hate the first family, but they're there for the money of it. So if Felicitas came out and said, oh, my president is like this, like this, are you really sure? Like, really? Zvinombonyadzisawo yako yabuda, Guhwa rako rabuda. Asi vazhinji vacho vanonyeya amai. Amai vanonyeiwa zvemadi. Vanonyeiwa. Nokuti ndo zviripo. Ndo kuZimbabwe kwacho is a one party state. Takutotamba iri kurira. Saka mukazwa kuti maiti chatuka president naimi kana ndimiwo. Boss wese anotonyeiwa kumashure kana employees asara canteen vari vega. Boss adzokera. Hapana mukuru wenyika anotonyeiwa. Saka her coming out to say my president did this and all, half of them bitches in the party that wear those whatever beds and all that hate the boss. But they're there because you need your job, you need to get paid, you need to pay the bills, and you there's nowhere. So you, but deep down in your heart of hearts, Apapa Felicitas Hanengango exposed what. So I'm not really looking forward to a voice note that took my president. Felicitas. I like a certain part of your Felicitas. And that part, I can't see comments. I'm sorry, I can't see comments. And that part that I like is the resilience. Kuramba kudona. I am so attracted to that. Pandinomboda kudona inini. Pandota, fuck it. I'm throwing in the towel. I always think, what drives you? I always think to myself, but don't I get inspiration from you? From kuramba kudona. Life blows, takes its blows. Some people give in. Some people stop. But iwe unechachache, you will not stop. No matter what, Felicitas, you will not stop at fighting, standing on your 2 feet, and all that. And I always wondered, where does this woman get the strength? We all need it because we are going through we are all going through something. Ndakatasa life of Felicitas is not so scandalous, and it's just the stuff that, because she's famous, so people bring it on social media. Guys, remember I talk to people behind my job. Panapa Facebook kuyozotemba nini. Vanhu ndovabatira kuinbox paanoti tete uya munzi wezviri pano. Kune vanhu vanoshuta mafirimu. Hey, but they're not famous. So you never know. Saka mototenda mwari kuti muri kutoona zvenyu Felicitas is problems light. Maproblem aFelicitas igeva, but igeva riri light. Kune mageva. So in the middle of you inspiring me, being a badass bitch that you are, I stopped in my tracks and I thought, what drives Felicitas? Something drives her. It is not because of anything. What drives her? Yeah, the money are fine, but what drives her? Because when you look at her, people say she's unattractive. Vakashata, vakazodai. Then she gained weight. Vafutisa. It's not your physical looks. Because when you were smaller, people used to talk shit. When you are big, people talking shit. So it can't be your physical whatever, right? When it comes to, okay, money, pari tricky. Okay, auya makomenzi aya. Anzina Jane, ipo pano pa Facebook, First Family inototukwawane, vanodii kuripota. Plus mamwe ma voice note ekubikira. Yeah. Tetendo kudira intelligence yenyu. Thank you. Anzina Plug said it's just strong share. Right. Saka strong you stop and think, where is it coming from? Why am I relating to Felicitas? Why? A lot of people relate to her. And it can't be the money. Because Paniwan and Mari Kunda Felicitas, that relates to her. Right? It can't be the skits. She does skits, but they're not the best. I've seen people, Zimbabweans, who shoot her skits. Chaiwo. What's that girl's name? Arpa TikTok and her husband yake. I'm befeka my glasses on. As anomira ba window. Wotanga kuti ndio wezo kumbira sugar. This girl she gave birth. I think the child is like 1 year, 2 years. Ari ku TikTok. So kune vanhu vanoshuta maskits anotonakidza. Vana Kim and what vese. So I've seen better skits. So it can't be a talent in skits. The talent in acting, I've seen people act better. The outfits, girl, I've seen people dress better. But Sakachi, what is it that is making Feli a powerhouse? And I noticed a lot of people, men and women, will relate pa resilience yake. Kuramba kudona. And a lot of us are on that age. When life keeps throwing blows, now more problems after problem after problem, and you are coming from nothing. If you are coming from something, then you say, you are coming from nothing, and everything you have and everything you are right now is because of your brain. So I like that about Felicitas, because she came from nothing. A maid. Dear Kim Kardashian wedu. Why I say that? Kim Kardashian, I be wardrobe organizer wa Paris Hilton. Through knowing people who know other people, Kim Kardashian became Kim Kardashian. But her opening was she was a maid, not a maid, but she was a stylist. She was an organizer with wardrobe. She was a maid, Yazodo. Do you see? Saka, her doing all that until she is where she is. When the Akatambanana Studio 263 and all, it was her trying to picking up babies on the way. It was her trying to, and now she's standing where she is, not because of anyone but her mind. So I think I'm attracted to that resilience, right? However, what made her like that? The natural order of things. Women are supposed to be taken care of. From my understanding. Not naturally, the natural order of things. Murume wake becomes the provider. She is the helper. With a head on her like this. And a lot of women, you take this for granted, but listen to me. Kana jokira kuparidzirai tererai. Kana mwara kupinda mumajoki kuti shoko rake rifambe zvaipa. The natural order of things. A woman gets married, and this marriage is here. the husband is here and she helps. So the husband ndiye anowanzoona nezvekuprovider security and what. And she helps. She takes care of the family. She nurtures the children. She takes care of the house. She makes this man like this. He rests. She is his peace. Right? But the woman takes care of the house. Mostly. This is what I understand from the original settings. Before capitalism, globalization, and all that nonsense of where everyone goes to work. Right? So the minute a woman does not find or has a man, the minute munhu wechikadzi kana akaita murume mulife make, murume uya akasaita maduties aanofanira kuita, mukadzi uyu is forced to man up. Ndauya pano ndazorora pano ndakuitira mwana ndakupai mhuri ndini murora wenyu ndauya pano. If the head struggles, fails to provide, naturally mukadzi anosumudza musoro. This is survival instinct, especially kana ane mwana. Women settle where they are secure. Pano ndo pandichafira pano, ndo pandichazvara, and I will establish my musha pano. So the minute this head cannot provide for a woman, naturally mukadzi survival instinct will kick in. Antanga kuto self-sustained. So she's there for the family emotionally, moral support, spiritual support, what support, even financial support and whatnot. But now if she has to go on survival mode, ane and she has to start running around and looking for the money and looking for the G and the children are there. She still has to be emotionally available for these kids. She still has to be a wife and in the house. She still has to sweep and clean the toilet. In the same moment, go out and hustle and look for money. Murume becomes insignificant. Anozongogarira because the society, hauna murume or hauna chi. Vakadzi vakawanda. They are found in situations like this where she is now a man in the house. Saka once mukadzi akatongoti yazvoka, ndenda kuti saka why are you in my, what are you bringing to the table? Why are you in my life? Baba vandogona kurarama nawe here. Kana tinogona kusararama nawe. You know what, I can do it on my own. Then women ndopanobuda that it breaks out that thing here when the man cannot provide for you, you become an alpha because of lack irikubva kuna the provider. The minute the provider stops providing, you, an alpha is awakened inside of you. Some of these alphas take over to the point of anoramba murume. Some of them anoderera murume. And some of them anozvininipisa and they bottle it up. Those are the dangerous ones. Nemurume wangu vamwe vacho vanoti ndatengerwa mota nemurume wangu, ndatengerwa imba nemurume wangu, ndatengerwa chakati nemurume wangu. Iyari ari kutenga asi nokuti murume. Saka my husband this, my husband that. Ukada kutarisa timu re my husband this, my husband that, ukazoda kudzifambira unotoona kuti sisi. Felicitas said no. Bullshit. She left Titi. She left all these other. Thank you for the stars. Pano andatsika konzi. Ndiani kwa andatsika konzi. Rekandimutsvage. Thank you for the stars. Pana adzikwa mgarden. Enzinyaya pano Felicitas na Bruno. So Felicitas, Hansi, that's the hardest thing to do na Virginia. Oh yes, and we do it with grace. Women, that's the hardest thing to do. Whoever sent me stars, thank you, I appreciate you. I can't say the name. Whoever sent you, listen, if you ever go through the situation whereby your alpha female breaks in the name of your men cannot provide. One, you don't want to ruin your man's ego. Everyone is in love with the idea, kuti une munhu wako, une life yako, picture perfect family. So you want to keep that. So you keep your husband, but deep down you are the one who's putting in the hours, girl. Yeah? Now, Felicitas managed to break out of that and speak about it. Saka, she is driven by the fear of not being able to provide. Vasikana fear yekushaya mari yerendi murume ari pamusi kuiziva imi. Landlord anogara achifona kuti haufa apo une murume agera apa jende rake rakati ari apa rendi iri kudiwa apo iwe hauna school fees iri kudiwa mba apo une murume marwadzo unoza kutambura uri wega ka kwekuti unongotsvaga mari kumaraisi uko nekumagaba nekupi uri wega nhamo yacho iri nani yekumboti unombopusa uchi semunhu wechikadzi unotengesa madhoiri wodzoka zviri nani than kuti utambure nemurume asikana hamusi kuziva. You don't understand. If you've never been in this situation where you can go and tengesa madoiri to make money, you know, but you can't because this niggas a bombo glad. Akagara panapo. Wakagara wabamba. Utratsa utoenderera mberi. You know you have got the potential yokukura muupenyu, but haukwanisi kukura nokuti wakagara wabamba. Right. So some women are able to break out of that. Some women don't. They stay in. When you break out of that, you become outspoken, motivational speaker, and all that. So the idea of kushaya, kupinza fear. So you are driven by your fear of lack. Ukagara nemurume asinga kuprovidiri, or asinga afford a life, or murume ane zvinhu zvakadhakwa. And you are constantly living in fear of rent, school fees. Acha kwanza kubhadhara iyeyoyo chingwa vayenzi vauya acha kwanza kubhadhara iyeyo, right? And you know kuti uri wega, if push comes to shove, your survival, you will make it iwe uri wega, but you can't because it's there. Saka that fear grows. Paunozobuda, what drives you is the idea of I don't want to lack. Saka you become an entrepreneur. You are a go-getter. You are resilient. Any deal you do it 100%. You deliver. Saka, I think Felicitas runs on that. I have to provide for these kids. I have to provide, and I have to. Kana wakakura, people looking down on you. Everybody looks down on you. Whatever reasons, everybody looks down on you. Unechache I must show them. You want to look down on me? I will show you. Felicitas runs on that as well. Spirit of competition is there. Thank you for the stars. Thank you for the stars. Right. So I said, why does she inspire me? I'm not inspired by the outfits. I'm not inspired by anything else besides the drive. That's what inspires me. Some people like the outfits, so they are inspired by the outfits. Some people like the I like the kuramba kudona because I see myself in her. I'm afraid of lacking. So I would do even in my smallest capacity. In my smallest capacity, in my smallest capacity, whatever I do, I make sure I got my game in order. I don't ever want to worry about rent, worry about children, worry about what. I don't ever want to get to that point of worrying. So I work, and the idea of lacking, kuchka kushaya, do kunoita kuti ndi kunobudira kuCanada kwesoko in the name of chero chirewati ndienda kuCanada ndigono kwesha chembere. I will question those chemberes with pride, with I will question those chemberes and hey girl kubanza kwangu ndondiziva this black queen from Africa, because when I'm there I'm the hey girl, and these people are 90 years old, 100 years old. What's up, how you doing, what's going on, and all. Why I have to kuchka whatever I do, and this could kudzokera kumashuri. Chiro ndikata say and do a situation whereby I was afraid of, do I survive or do I not survive in Murume? So I'll give you that, Felicitas. Okay, I'll give you that. Now that being said, you do have it, and no one can take that away from you, and you manage to capitalize from it. That's why you inspire an entire nation. If ever people are wondering, my followers are my titi. Mandange vasikana basa. My followers are mighty, but they are blind. My followers are mighty. Those followers don't care about the scandals of Felicitas because everybody got scandals. Those followers care about what's her next move. I want to say this. Mukazuyu is going through a lot and a lot is going through her, but she still fights. So people keep going back to her page in the name of, what else can you do, girl? She's in jail. She got out. What else can you do, girl? Also, to president, what else can you do, girl? It's the always taking up. Panodona, Pepega. She gets up. Saka kusumuka kwa kwanenga shtaka. Ari, dust up and try again. People like that. For those that don't understand why people like my titi, people like that. Adona asongwa torerwa motikari ana impa wevan asororwa 100,000 makeke anobhuruka helicopter my way oga azodai, but still at a lowest Felicitas akapinda mugudza raoga. That I will never get over. That I will never get over, right? After that, akanopota afa kutebo kwachinoitwa BBO. She still stood. After the embarrassment, she still stood. After the crazy wedding, she still stood. Chick went to jail. She still stood. Why? It is that fear of lack that drives her. And that is what the people are attracted to. However, this is the person you see on social media. Ndambotaura changa live kuti kune munhu wamunoona pa social media. Cause oti munhu chaye. Now, when we talk about humility and integrity and all that, and this is integrity neshona inonzi chimbondibatsira umuntu udze comment section kuti integrity inshona inonzi. But in integrity, from my understanding, is what you do when people are not watching, when the cameras are off, when they what. Ndakakuzeti Felicitas, I think akakura achi a lot of people look down upon her. She wasn't the most attractive person on the streets when she was growing up. So clearly, and she was invisible. She used to dress like a tomboy and all that. So clearly for her to come out and be this big blooming flower is catch up for my bonita rapasi. Now here I am. So that's another reason why I think that boosts the ego. But integrity is what you do when people are not looking. Dear Moon, Saka, I know you are in love with Felicitas, the go-getter, the chakuti. I see it too, so understand I'm not a hater. I just gave her flowers. But Kanochina Moon, in the middle of you giving her flowers, you are fake if you don't tell her, kuti, as much as you are flourishing and all, something ain't right with you, girl. Now, integrity means the things you do when the cameras are not watching. It means the things you do when people are not watching. Dear Moon, when the cameras are not there and the Facebook is not there, Bruno saw the person, not the celebrity. The celebrity is that motivational speaker. Anokufuridza kuti iwe sa single mother, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So that side of her, people are in love with the resilience and the of her. However, after the cameras are done, when she's done motivating people, I will make you stronger, shanda mkadzi, shanda mari, business, apedza kuparidza kudaro, when the cameras are off, Bruno saw their Felicitas that you and I cannot see. So when you hear Bruno, don't be quick to dismiss him, given that Bruno is not the first case. Kuna anonzi Ketino, and in 5 years saying the same thing. 4. How? Akatanga 2023. Yeah. Achipopotera nyaya wana kuti asiriya munhu wamunoona, right? Not only Felisa, not only Ketina. There's a lot. I don't even want to go down that road. You guys know. They say good. But you guys are in love with the Wanda describe. You refuse to, which is fine. You refuse to acknowledge side you refuse. You refuse this side. It's okay. But when these ones start backing, you have no right to go after them. Because vari kuziva rimwe side ramusina kuona imini. Tikuda kukuonesai munoramba. You are allowed to stick to the version of Felicitas. You are munoona pa social media. It's okay. Dear Moon, I just gave her flowers. But kune rimwe side rine vari kuchema kumashure. Vanotaura zvinhu zvinoenderana asi vanhu havazivani. Ndo kana uri munhu wekuget family who is a blind follower, you can say let them talk what they talk. It's okay. Ndomuda akadaro. It's like me and Japreza. I love Japreza. Ndofanai. Japreza akatanga kutorwa zvinhu zvakaipa. Listen, Japreza anombobuditsirwa mamafaira pa social media panapa. Anozongotsikwa. But chero, no matter how bad I hear about Japreza, I can't not love him because I love what his music does to me. Same thing na my titi. You are, but I can't go after one. Vari kutuka Japreza mazviitire. No, because pane zvavanoziva zvandisingazivi. Saka ndongoda side one, ndochora charamba ndiri side one. So team maititi musanetsane na Bruno kuti wazvitaurirei muchimutuka because he experienced these things. He knows the other side. Yatisingazive iwe neni. Waiza? Right. Hanzi integrate the who or tsika dzako. Oh, integrity is wunu. Okay. Sorry. Integrity is wunu or tsika dzako. Right. Now, Bruno abuditsa voice note ya maititi. Maititi vachitaura nezvekuti. Listen to this. Maititi is off camera now. She's sending a voice note to her Bruno, her partner in crime, her giver in crime. Vese magiva ndakudze. Vese magiva. Maititi says words like that's being delusional kuudzwa blueprint remunhu with people close to her oramba kupenga. Akusi kupenga. People have the right to believe what they want to believe. Pantorine munhu anotofunga believe my stories in Bible mfunge. It's delusional, but at the same time it happens. Let's not point fingers. Some people are in love and they want a trauma bonding na maititi. And once waita trauma bonding, uti wakamboshungurudzwa nemurume. Ukasanga nemunhu akamboshungurudzwa nemurume. Chero whatever happens to that person, you understand kuti pamwe kupenga kwanoita maititika kunotokonzerwa nokuti akashungurudzwa kudhara. Saka kupengereka kwanoita kwese till today is because akashungurudzwa. Saka pane vanhu vanotobelieve kuti maititi is the way she is because munhu ane trauma. Saka avambofi vakaramba hatisi kuti bvumai, tiri kungoti mukaunzwa munhu achitaura neside ramaititira musingazive, don't be quick to attack. Either hamusi kuda kuti zvibude, you know it's true, hamusi kuda kuti zvibude, or you don't want to believe it. Either way, don't ever go after a person anotaura kuti maititi akashata. Because people, one, are treated accordingly. But in this case here, Bruno, maititi was off camera. Pabate yapa. Maititi was off camera, off voice, off crowd. She was talking to a confidant. Bruno was her confidant. Zvinhu zvaunotaura neshamwari yako iwe zvakasiyana nezvinhu zvaunotaura kana uri kuhama nekuchechi nekubasa. Zvimwe tikavhura mavoice notes amunoudzana neshamwari dzenyu imimi tinodonha pasi. Pane vamwe vanhu izvezvi ndikabata foni yako handimbotsvagi zvikomba. Ndinoenda kumachats efriend yako ndopandinoona munhu ipapo pamachats mafriends enyu mimi vhurai machats nemafriends enyu ndopaunoona munhu. So when Maititi was talking to her friend Bruno, she said ma-street kids akwayo. She was not in character of Maititi Diaries. She was not the resilient, the chakati, she was herself. Zvinhu zvaunotaura shamwari yako iwewe izvezvi shamwari yako ikakutira video call iwewe hausweri uchitsvaga bonnet, unodaira video call chero wakadai une chikafu panapo unodaira video call iwe. Shamwari yako yepachest ikakufonera izvezvi chero chiwacha unoisa phone up ichikuona zijojo tengirera richiti because you are in your safe space. But pakaita gentleman inokufonera iwe. Hey babe. We're going to show muda zvimashuwa muni. Ushto muda love, chai. But there's a way that you present yourself to different people. So when she was talking to Bruno, I think she presented herself in the most authentic wunu waki. And the wunu waki wakachara mashoko ekuti ma street kids ayo. Urutoita zvema street kids ndoda kuvhura shop yangu. Ma street kids ako. Listen, Bruno has been taking care of these kids for a long time. Those are kids. Those are children. Vana vako. Dai akatushambara zvevana vako. Why must you say street kid? Bruno ane vana anditi. Vana vake biologically. And then my street kids were antora. Why are you labeling street kids? Why? I don't think they're street kids anymore. If Bruno is taking care of them. They're not street kids anymore. Because I would like to think street kids is a roaming child, an urchin. Yeah, an urchin who walks around the streets and supervised and governed. But these are under his care. I think street kids is a derogative term, especially with Zimbabwe. Because we use it kutuka. So for someone to say, uchambota shama street kids ako, ma street kids ako, into the shop yangu. Yourself, listen, your ego yako is thinking about how you will look without sofas. He is attending a person with nothing. I don't care if you were frustrated. That was a low blow on Bruno. Vana vangu vandino down no matter what my street kids. Zvakafanira kuti munhu wewe uinsulta mwana wako iwewe. Udana zimwana rako iro mani we zimwana rako rakadai chambira zimwana rako iro uya ungadzirira masofa angu kuno kuzesiyana nezimwana rako iro. She never considered those kids as Bruno's kids. She saw them as street kids. Vari kungoitirwa favor na Bruno. That's what it looks like. So when we say you hurt Bruno with that message, I don't care if family, feel free to unfollow me. But Felicitas, that was a low blow. I'm not even going to talk about your rap shit of your life. I will start watching you. This is enough for me. Zvimwe zvese zvokuti hey ndipo 200 hey ndipo apana munhu asingakwereti shamwari yake mari. Uya wina mari yake akanzi ndipo mari vanhu vanoita zvinhu zvemabusiness nanoona taura nyaya dzemari. Apana munhu asingakwereti mari. Everyone owes someone something. Apana munhu asina chikwereti. So I'm not going to talk about how much my titi asked from Bruno. Hey, vakapuwa 4,000 yes-school fees. Vakazopuwa zvese zvazvina basa because ishamwari tu magefa tu. They were feeding off each other. It was a tango, a toxic tango. My titi vachipiwa mari Bruno achiwana exposure. Izvozvo vanhu vaviri vatevedzani vaburana nasi. I will never go into saka wakazopuwa mari wakazokweretwa mari ishamwari mbiri vanhu vemadhiri. People vemadhiri are always taking money from here, putting money there, then take this money, then ndipo mari iyo urati vaimbobhadhara chikwereti. This is our life. And ukatowana munhu anokwereta mari, it means they are safe around you. Because mazuva anokwereta mari zvinotonyadzisa. Angari pano zuva asvika achondokwereta $300. If you are privileged enough for someone to come and create you money over and over again, muchitaka transaction, you must be very privileged because a lot of these stories dzinozogumsana dzama streets. Vangani venyu vakata ma problems vakasvika pakutopinda pama 1 because you can't borrow someone money because you are afraid kuti ndingamukwereta mari arizonditaura kuti ndakweretwa mari. You only kwereta money from people that you feel safe kuti this one can protect me. Choro zvakadzvanya handinyare kukwereta $100. Andinyare nokuti munhu wangu zvokudaro. Saka I believe my titi believed that Bruno munhu wangu zvokudaro. Ndosaka ndichikosa kuti ndipoka 200, ndipoka 400 because tinodyidzana like that. Hakuna munhu ahungobati phone manu uchikwereta nomari maniwe. Ne pride na Felicitas. Ndiani waakambofonera achikumbira mari kana asina kumbofila safe around. Kana kuti munozivana pakudyidzana kwemari. Haungobati phone wasikana izvezvi zvangu zvodhakwa. Ndofonera Yuvhoni Chipiro. Ndeti ndipo mari tozivana. Zvotonyadzisa. And some people look at my titi in a different light. Celebrities, socialites, popular people, and all these businessmen also have dark days where they don't have money. And they can borrow from their friends. vese vamunoona vese vava hapana sina chikwereti. It's allowed to borrow money. Saka Bruno, you were in the vicinity of it all. You're privileged. She trusts me enough to expose her weakness, her vulnerability. Munane murume anonzani ma business kubva ku-UK. Hazviite kuti afonere mai pressure sa kuti akumbire 500. Kontimi zvemakarorwa nevek overseas. Zvinonyadzisa pressure yacho. Saka she will only go and ask money where she knows she'll be protected. So if she felt vulnerable around you to ask money from you, that's a given. Or however toxic the relationship was, you stayed. It was not a marriage. You stayed. Why did you stay, Bruno? If the relationship was toxic, I think it was toxic. I believe you when you say it was toxic, Bruno. You don't believe it, but why did you stay? Ask yourself that question. You were benefiting. That's why you stayed. Asim kazi wako ukuthi aiwa ane vana ndozoita sei. Aiwa. Haisi anjadzi yekunzi ropa. Hama dzinozoti kudi. Aiwa. She's a stranger that you can leave, but you kept her around, as toxic as she was. You knew Felicitas was toxic right from the beginning. You did. Felicitas akatanga mashananigans ake kudhara, but you stuck around. Why? And you're the longest who stuck around. Why? Because you paid the most. You benefited the most. You got the most exposure. That's what comes with fame. There's a price. There's no such thing as a free meal, Bruno. It comes with it. You want to be close to fame, in the vicinity of fame, no problem. It comes at a cost. Look at Cassie. Cassie kamskana ka Didi. Didi mazuva ake aipisa. Achitenga ma helicopter, ma private jet, nema yacht. Tese tichiona Cassie ari muzasi ma PDD me. Tichifara tichi, this girl, I envy her life. Cassie achibuda ari kumabhoti uko. Achibuda ari kupi tese taifara. But coming in proximity with power comes at a cost. Bruno, let me educate you. Look at Mary Mbayiwa, rest in peace. Mary Mbayiwa. We used to envy her. Oh, akapfeka mazwigi akaya, and she had a style. I think Mary even style. I was like, mother, yeah. Did we know in the background that she was being beaten? No. It is the same thing with all these women that then come out of abusive relationships. Nezimurumera karongeka. Pano zwashindairo. Ko wairo kote ikona makapfeka maguchi. Wairo kote ikona muchifamba nema Range Rover. Kochi, it is the same thing, Bruno. When you are in sleeping in bed with a toxic person, you are going to get the heat. The next successful person, they're going to give you heat. Even though we were envying you, Bruno no diwana my titi. Bruno no advertisement my titi. So people were seeing the nice picture, but behind closed doors, it's always bullshit, bruh. You know this. Ndingandokupa my example akawanda evanhu that you envy pano pa social media, but behind closed doors unongochicha ndokunonzi kudya mari musodziri pamatama, bro. It comes with the package. Dealing with Felicitas comes with some toxicity inside. And this is not only Felicitas. Dealing with a popular person or a strong figure or a celebrity or a giant, when you deal with a giant, you are going to get the backlash. You are going to get the toxicity in there. But what you do is you smile, you shave, you look nice, and you wave to the people and say, buy my sofas, buy my sofas, buy my sofas. No one told you that ndo zvirimo mukati. Unofana kupinda mukati kuti uzvionere. Pawakapinda mukati ukazvionera wakati I can handle. First year, second year I can handle. Third year I can handle. Uchitoenda kunana Lost in Ashes. I bet you wakatoburitsa mari ipapo. Pama Lost in Ashes papo. Wakatomboburitsawo mari futi kuma tiles kwa waita iko imba yakanetsa wakatombobudawo mari. Muchato yese yaichatika iyi wakatombobudawo mari and all that. But that's what comes with the job, Bruno. And nobody told you this. You should go for coaching. Dealing with famous people has a downside. And that downside rakaonekwa kuti naketina. Ketina kwa yapana paka. Taimu wanaka hava kupekedzera mabachi akafanana. Mangwana shamwari yangu wajika here. Akuisko pamberi wanashti wow. In the back, did we know kuti Ketina ndiye aitotenga madomasi pakaenda kwara? Taizviziva. Kuti Ketina ndiye aitobhadhara fuel. In the middle of us saying wow. As if she was suffering. Pana nototsikwa chete. This is what comes with the job. You are makango chinjana, you want to wapinda. But nobody told you this. You were supposed to take a leaf from Ketina's side. But you didn't. Now that you found your way out, you want to say, andichandanzwa nekutsikirirwa andichadzokeri ndaneta nekuitiswa namaititi ndaneta nekudididi. Yeah, that's what happens when no one told you kuti mukati mundo shamuri. It's not bad. This is what it's part of the package. You get the fame, you get the exposure, you get the business, and you also get the toxic side of it. Varume vane mari vakawanda pano pa Zimbabwe apo. Their wives, they will get the houses, they will get the cars, they will get the businesses, they will get the lovey-dovey luxury, and they also get the toxicity that comes with it. So, Bruno, all I can say is, sorry, next time, you must know. Nothing else. But Shokuti, Bruno kashandiswa justice for Bruno bullshit. You knew. You, it was out at my titi, so had you blown the whistle earlier, Vamwan, Devaka Sefe, Kavasna Farwana, my titi. Dai wangor padhuze wakanyatsoona zvese zvari kutaura zvese zvataura pavhaya zvoda dai wanga uri munhu ane ari good dai wakazvitaura kudhara pakati tamwe munhu asina kuvharwa namaititi as we speak right now. But you didn't say anything because the truth was not beneficial to you. You didn't say anything because it was going to burst your bubble. You didn't say anything because it was going to mess with your money. So now that you are no longer benefiting from that, this is why you are here. It's fine. Sit down. Urna ice cream kanambanje. It's okay. We'll listen to you. You can vent. I will allow you to vent. I will. Right? You sit down. Urna ice cream kanambanje. Sit. Let's have a Murimat's baba. Fine. One murna tea. Okay, talk about tea. No problem. But you sitting there and acting like, I was a victim. I'm out. Everybody, I'm out. I'm out. And the people are like, Abuda munapka. Abuda. People. How many people have lived as life crying? How many? Nasi. Bruno is just a statistic. Nothing else. Nothing else. So, Bruno, thank you for the stars. Thank you for the stars. I see Kate family. Kate family. Thank you for the stars, nonetheless. Now, with the Felistas, girl, I know you don't care about the negative comments. She doesn't. She's like me. I know. Don't boy here because it's a speed bump. It's a speed bump in the journey of your journeys. But fake it till you make it. Okay? Her saying, I wrote my story in Nigeria. I paid for this. I paid for that. I did this. I did that. Listen. Mukazoda kufambira nyaya idzi guys. I will probably do the same thing. I would never show weakness to anyone in the middle of me pulling off my wish or my goal or something that is on the bucket list. Something that I said, and if they have always wanted to do this thing. I've always wanted to do this thing. I've always wanted to do a Nigerian movie. I've always wanted. So now, when she's in the middle of her doing that whole Nigerian situation, right? I'm not... It's a big deal. Ask anyone. Hosting and shooting a movie and paying for the movie and everything that she did is a lot. There's no space for authenticity and weakness and guys, you pull every string you can pull in the back. For you are not doing this for the people kuti watchiza unoda kuonererwa. It's your personal. Akuna munhu mukadzi mukuru ane vana 2 ane ma school fees ekubhadhara mani. Ane sisi mutanasa ne Nigerian movie. There is a reason why she did that, whether she's trying to establish something, kuda kutanga an ongoing something, or it's on a bucket list, or she was just a frontier zano. My first thought when I saw that thing was like, pandakaona vana Ramzi, vana Ramzi veku Nigeria. Pavakangoswa ichi ndikati vauya kuzotora gold vana. Zvinongoita vana Rick Ross zviya, nana Tiffany Haddish. They are here to traffic something, and Felicitas is the front. That was my first thought, because I'm a conspiracy analyst. This is why I have a conspiracy. Tatakutotsvaga zano iri kudei apa. Honorable ani atumwa kupi kuzosangana nevanhu ava pakuti chi, if this is Felicitas personal thing on her bucket list that she wanted to do, ingena pizan ingena. Atitan, in any international artist that comes to Zimbabwe, I think they are being told to traffic something. That's me. That's me. I'm not saying it's true. This is my head. I'm like this. Rick Rosaro de Zimbabwe. Chi, I know as a show. Van Mogus Mabon Badaramari. Vangani. Imari ngani ya Rick Ross yokuti abva nyika yese kurosa mapopo maesa kunotinga muZimbabwe. Adi ndobva zvaita sei? Mari yacho iri kupi? Imari ngani yakawana muZimbabwe yanganzi imari indege yokubva ku America first class yake ya agosvika. How much is it to host a whole person like Rick Ross? How much is it to host? How much did the people pay for the tickets to come in and watch Rick Ross? And the thing just went ba ba ba. Ba. Rick Ross adzokera ku America ndikati you know. So any international everybody who comes to Zimbabwe, I'm like this, right? So when the Nigerians came, I'm like the Pandasans got to honorable airport. Feli, listen, whatever you pulled off, Bo. But then now ndakunz wanya kutin. Ndipo mari, ndipo chichichi. I have changed my mind. Maybe it was hers. It was really hers. It was not a Zanopi front. Maybe. But I always leave room for somewhere in there. Zano, Zano, don't ever put it out of your mind. Don't ever overlook it. Just take it and put it somewhere there. Intelligence nation. But then we're going to go back and say, that whole Nigerian thing, if that thing was hers, whether akapinda inbox yawana chikweleta ma $50, whether akapinda inbox yawana chikweleta ma $100, kana motikari yekuti ndokumbura kuti mota yako itakure ma guests angu, I would have pulled every string. I would have faked. I would have put on a face. I would have put on a strong character. I would have. When you've got leadership skills, you never show weakness in the middle of you performing a task. It doesn't matter what it looks like. You keep your head high. Rather keep quiet or don't say anything at all, but do not say or don't do something. You've got too many critics looking at you. The pressure, you are hosting people from different places. You are representing Zimbabwe. Everyone is looking for you, looking at you to fail. Everyone is looking. I would have pulled every string. I would have called my ex-husband. I would have called Prince Pirikis. Yeah, to say, Nika, I need help. I would have pulled every string. So you people coming to say, yeah, Nigerian movie, if you were to be put in that position, you would probably do worse. Why are you expecting everything to be? Nothing is smooth. Why she did it for her name and her ego and what, I don't care, but she pulled it off. Saka vanhu vakakweretwa mari panguva iyoyo. Don't act brand new, given that you know the person. Munotozviziva kuti munhu uyu ikincha. But kana wakabudisa dhora rako pawakakweretwa pamovie, kana wakabudisa dhora rako, you were aiding to someone's dream. Ukabudisa mari yako unobatirwa banga ukapa munhu mari iyoyo, let her be. However, that's the Felicitas on camera. Off camera, Felicitas is not a nice person. Off camera. Nice is subjective. There are people that are okay with how she talks, how she abuses people. They don't care because they're in love with the alter ego. I am not. Integrity is what you do when people are not watching. And the story of the street kids, I can forgive you for every other story. You're not Bruno Rombe, Bruno Ichi. Statement rekuti Bruno Rombe, Felicitas uses it because izdara akashandisirwa achikura, and it was very derogative. Pane munhu akati kuna Felicitas, Bruno uri Rombe, Felicitas. Pane munhu akadaro, or Felicitas was once involved in a Rombe. Because she uses it as a spear. Paanoziva kuti munhu haasi Rombe, but she throws it there. Ndo pane mashoko anoshandiswa nemunhu, mashoko aya kana ukazoda kudzifambira unoona kuti mashoko aishandisirwa achikura. Mashoko anongokandwa nemunhu pese. Mashoko aya, mashoko aanoshandisa, akashandisirwa aimurwadza iye. And anoziva kuti zitari kuti Rombe rinorwadza. Someone once called her a Rombe, or maybe there was a time she was a Rombe and the community labeled her a Rombe. Or maybe she was in love with a Rombe and she was stuck for the longest time in her life with a Rombe. So the word Rombe is a derogative term. It is the... And the murume wese wandoziva, especially with Zimbabwe, kana uchida kumubata pa jende, kana kumudzvanya jende, kana kumudzvanya scrotum. Bata kuti Rombe, because hapana murume arikuda kunzi Rombe. Men are associated with providing. Men are associated with solution solving. Men are associated with conflict resolutions. Men, so the minute you disarm someone and you say Rombe, you know it's a blow below the belt. So when Felicitas is trying to blow someone below the belt, anomuti Rombe, whether uri mukadzi kana uri murume, regardless of what she knows about that person. Felicitas aipiwa Marina Bruno 24/7. Yeah, ndipe Maria kati. Yeah, actually, we have a relationship. I advertise for you. You hook me up with some money. You are my mashonisa. Because there was a time Bruno painzi aidzoserwa mari. Akweretwa adzoserwa. Saka kukurisa nekudzoserana kwavaita uko. All this, aukwereti Rombe. She knows. Felicitas ane marombe mlife make. Hakuna munhu asina marombe mlife make. As we speak right now, Zuva Nation. Mune marombe ari mlife make. Makamba mukwereta mari. Mukati ma problems munowafonera. Listen, kwete zvokutuka, handisi kutuka vanhu venyu. Ndikuti mu life menyu mune marombe, unoona irombe chero. Sorry zvako, Mwari mubatsireiwo, asi irombe. Handisi kumutuka, this is an observation, irombe. Munotori nehama dzakadaro imi. Munhu wese anototi munhu anokura nema donation. Munhu anokura nema donation. So munoti iri Rombe iri. Pakaita taona mumba kana a big story mumba. Do you go looking for the Rombe? Do you even call the Rombe to say waita dambudziko? You don't even consider their existence. So this is how Felicitas knew Bruno hasi Rombe. She knew it. But she uses it sechituko. Because chituko chaakakura nacho. Kunzi kana uda kupedzera munhu unogona pfutseke zimsoro nopenga zigotsi wakashata yowe zibenzi and all, but Rombe is a bazooka. So when Felicitas is angry, she brings out the bazooka. Ndokunzi Rombe. Nothing else. Don't read too much into it. And yani muno pano pa social media akambonzi ausi Rombe. Ini ndakatombonzi ndiri Rombe. Ndiri mupenthouse mujakuzi mfunge. Ndichoronga trip yekuenda kuChina gore iroro. Ndaitobva kunotora visa. Ndichitirwa live. Ndichifanira apo ndiri kunzi ndiri Rombe. Ndiri kutoenda kuChina. Do you understand? So urombe is not something that she means kuti hauna mari. She uses it as an insulting thing because at one time akambogara nerombe or akambonzi irombe. Chete. So she's projecting her insecurities on Bruno. Not kuti Bruno irombe. Akuna rombe rinogadzira masofa, guys. Azviti. Akuna rombe rinogadzira masofa, guys. The fact that unogadzira masofa, that's your gift. Ndo zvinhu zvako zvaunogona izvozvo. Ende zvichitofaya. Rombe mururiziva here? Tudzema marombe anochena pano munomaziva. Rona rombe remashuwa rombe charo. Munoriziva rombe redu renyika munoriziva. Ndiro rombe reri. Haikuona kuti Bruno irombe. So, Bruno and Felicitas, both of you are to blame. Both of you are to defend. But my conclusion is, by the way, it looks ugly right now. Bruno and Felicitas. Bruno, you could have handled this a better way. The reason why you are receiving backlash is not because you are lying. I don't think you are lying. The reason why you are receiving backlash from the people is because you went to Ketina, who is a common enemy. Wakaita kuti, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. If you had handled your shenanigans, kuti wabuda mahari mama titi, auchadi nezvavo, and you would have stood alone like a man and a gender, you could have handled that woman titi story shakanaka without the backlash. I don't think people were going to give you a chance to hear you and you speak your story. Then you wakazvibatira life yako wega iwewe. Wakauya uchiti, this is what I'm going through. What? There was a chance of you pulling this off without all that backlash. But the problem with you is, wakaenda kuna Kate. Kate is biased. I don't know, apana social media, asingazuti Kate akamaka maititi. So whatever, you decided to use Kate as a spokesman, panyaya yako iwewe. Ndo kunza una machende. You don't have the balls. Unogona hukura sembwa. Ndoso wachenzi Bruno. Asa urume. Unogona roto moka kutaura uri live kwa Kate. But kunzi umire wega se jende semurume panapa. Address maititi pa live yako uri wega without involving the Katies and giving my audio. Kuna nani. Daya uri handiyo, you've got a lot of free time on your hands. Instead of you promising people money that you don't have, you're in love with the idea of I'm helping. Because unaona wanu mama celebrity ashingoti I'm helping. Uombererwa maoko. Unoda kuombererwa maoko too much. But you can't deliver. You have the idea, but you cannot execute it. Simba rako riri mumaoko ekurova masofa. But pamuromo unongo hukura Bruno sembo asa hurumi. Why I say that is, munu chaye who is really genuinely in a position yakaita say yakoka waboyka na watsama wauda buda muhariga unobaya life yako wega. Bruno, you've got 300,000 followers. Unobaya life yako wega wozvimirira kuti vedwe ndauya pano ndabuda muhari 1 2 3 4 5 6 audio, but you can't stand because you knew Kate family was going to come and bite you in the ass. So you aligned with Bitterness family because you knew kuti when Kate family comes after you, you could defend one Bitterness family. Because you on your own, you cannot. Dog family, but we not support one, we not support my titi. So you knew kuti standing on your own, you are losing. For you to be Bruno is Kate family. So for you to come and say your story, you needed backup of Katina. Not kuti, you were supposed to stand alone. But when you stand alone, you are alone for real. Tikakuti mira we gapa, you are alone for real. We guy, you are alone. Because standing yako, following yako, you say, you get family. Saka ukaweka kaita life kati inini ndanzi Bruno ndakabuda mahari ndakati they were going to bomb you and bulldoze through you. They were not even going to give you the chance to say nothing. So you went and you aligned. Kwa unoziva kuti choro vanhu vakandituka Bitterness family inostika neni because Bitterness family is anti-Felicitas. That's why you went to Kate. Because you needed the support. But here's the thing. The things that you went through, the followers were not there. The things you are complaining about, the toxicity and the money and all that, the followers were not there. You can simply, if you had gone, Bruno, on your furniture's page, but I'll protect a brand. I would my sofa. You want to enjoy the benefits of Felicitas. In the same moment, you are going to get in and talking shit about Felicitas. Do you see where my issue is with you, Bruno? Because you knew good you end up a page, a copper brand, protecting brand. So I protect a brand, ukawea pa chivanze chako, ausikuda kushivisa chivanze chako iwe. Because you still want the money to come in. So you went and you aligned with Felicitas. That's why you are receiving the backlash, Bruno. Nothing else. This is simple mathematics. Anyone with half a brain can calculate why you went to Ketina. Not could know that Ketina stereg. Ah? Hear me? How can you love Ketina too much like that? You watch is what Ketina kadoniza mura, you are also advertising. All of a sudden, no that Kate. Bruno. Muma dress. Amunaku unoto simba muma dress. Kana wafunga kufambizana nemai madress unofana kuto simba. You cannot be found throwing your toys out of the crib. Nokuti kwanzi Felicitas sanitadzira. Andi wada zve madress. Kuna Kate madress futi. Kwa Kate madress. Usana bafunga kuti wagarika ikoko. Kune yako, kune zvako ikoko. Zvauchatosangana nazvo ikoko. Andi wajoina zvigure. Let there be a day Felicitas comes to you and says, Bruno, you know what? You are right, my son. I fucked up. Come back. And you go back. Don't put your out to get in a... Try and leave Zugure. When I was going to get Bruno. I swear, I know a green button, baby. Let me try and wait for the comments. So I'm going to want to buy something. So, that is my analysis of Felicitas and Bruno. Matsota, Geran, both toxic. They deserve each other. What is the way forward? Bruno, Patricia Jake, Arku Chema Nenye Kumirana Ketina Island, who has nothing to lose. Kutara kwa tu kutesha Patricia Jake asku gona kufema. Nenya ya kuda kujoina zvigure iyari paMzimbabwe. Zvigure zvezvo zvamusiya nhasi ari kusungiswa asi vaiimba vese panapo. Vachiti kusvika apetwa. Ainepo Patricia Jake achiimba kusvika apetwa. Angasi achirwisana namaiti gorere achibhekwa apo neIslander. Saka iwe Bruno uruda kuita zvakaita Patricia zvokuda kunotamba nevanhu vari kuIsland. They will not protect you or even work with you. They don't have your best interest at heart. She cares about her vendetta. Vendetta yake ndiye kuti ini ndakanetswa nani nakamchacha. Saka ukaenda ikoko uchida kunofunga kuti ndiye mukadzi achakubatsira pa situation yako. Akubatsira chi? She is obviously driven by her personal vendetta yamura. Saka, she's going to come to you and make you feel like you are her own. Depend my audio, depend because Felicitas, Ketina's one vendetta is to prove to people that Felicitas is not the person that she says she is per social media. Ndo vendetta raketi. Iniketi ndinoyazo munzwisisa and I know what you eketi and let me lecture you, my friend. Antakata peace saka takuregerera nakausazondi Kandi bvarura ndo mukandiri Kate family mangwana mira uone. Kate, iwe waka experience namura. Ukaona kuti panamura vanhu vari kuona chii. Anditi. Ndobva waona another side ukati no man. Chinhu is not make sure. So now you are now on a vendetta for years trying to show people. Imi munhu uyu akadai mani. Serious zvamuri kuona. Vanhu vari tomuda akadaro Ketina unonyepa. Hapana chinoboa seku experience something and people tell to you that you are lying. unoita makore uchitaura chinhu 1. Vanhu vachinonyepa zvinorwadza kutaura something that you went through and people say you are lying. Saka for Ketina to come and say Mura akadai akazondidai akazodai akadai vanobva vati hai bvapo Ketina zvinoboa. So you're going to spend years dwelling on that. Uchi pick up anything. Ndakakudzai uyu Mura wenyu. Iwe mani wechi. Inzwai maaudio. Inzwai. Haasi right Mura wenyu. Vanobva vati watanga Ketina vedu iri. Oi. Vanhu vachiramba. So for years, you'll be trying to prove a point to people to say she's a bad person. She's a bad person. She's a bad person. And people, not because they don't believe you, they actually do. But they enjoy you rallying up and trying to prove. By now, people know who Felicitas is. But it's you trying to run around to paint her a bad person or to show her bad side. But vanotoziva bad side rake. Ne bad side iroro. Vanomunda. Because there's something else she has that's more valuable than her bad actions. Mura, there's something else that is more valuable. There's something else to offer us that is more valuable than than her bad side. It means, chero munhu riri benzi, iri mbavha, iri hure, asi anodzoka nechingwa kumba. Vana vese vari pana panobhadharirwa maschool fees, ndiye anobhadhara rent, akatopfirira imbayo, akapenda imbayo, gedhe riri kuiswa iyo nderake. Asi hure, anoroya, anorwa nevanhu mbava, akatora murume wanhingi, akadai. Izvozvo asi kutaura kwatita chibhorani chiri kuchererwa icho, ndiye achichera. Ndo zviri kuitika pana Mura. Mura has a bad side, a bad side, a bad rap. But what she's bringing to the table is more than what she's doing bad. What is she bringing to the table? That resilience and resilience, it inspires a lot of people who are going through a lot. In the name of ndine murume. Kune masingle mothers akatambuka 10 not. Kune vanhu vakaunzirwa chirwere vakaramba vakapaka. Kune vanhu vanosvorwa vakadai, but they get inspiration from Mura and it keeps them going. Saka zvekuti akabamara akatora wigi akazotora mari ya Bruno ana kudzosera akadai havana basa nazvo zvese izvozvo. They go for the resilience. Ketina, iwe Bruno, I want you to listen to this zvandaudza Ketina izvozvo. Uchaedza makore nemakore kuda kuprova point yako ugotouya nema-V11 amapresident. Ugotouya nechakati. Vanhu vana basa nazvo izvozvo. They want the resilience. Some are there for the fashion. Some are there for the makeup. Some are there for all that. Bandi rino munhu anotovafollowa zivoice rayo ndoro andiri kuda. Some are there for the music. Some are there for the movies. Some are there for the brand affiliations. Some are there for Fifi. Yes. Some are there for Fifi. She was a girl. Akatambuka 10 not. Novalikirwa manudu. Now avura business. She's a successful business. It's a good story. It's a good story to see someone go through the West. And the West of the West. Akapfekirwa mask ye pink. Akatwa yese. And now she is still there. Opening clinics, doing adverts, climbing up. Mwana titi akataurwawo zvesexuality yake akanziye anorwara akadede karimo dancing, building a name. It's the story of resilience. Baba vafa vazodai akamhanya akanotora masofa kuti masofa baba kuti vanhu vazoona baba. I would have done the same. If I had a Bruno that had couches and all that, and I knew people are coming to my house for body viewing, and there's going to be cameras, I was going to do the same. If I had an extra friend who has sofas lying around, I was going to do the same. I was going to get those sofas and put them there. You always polish yourself. It's not fake life. I see fake life. She didn't. Bruno put. Akamuti, if you don't bring those sofas, I am going to get someone else to do it. Because it's not about the Bruno and the what, is about what I am trying to portray, the character on social media. And if that's what she wanted, I would have done the same. Bruno. kuti ase masofa zvakanaka. Dzimwe ndufu dzamunoenda imimi muchiti vanga vakarongeka, dzimwe dzinobabatirwa maoko kumaraini nokuti kumba kwedu hakuiti. Zviriko vanozviitirei zvokuti munombobata maoko mumaraini? Hamusambobata maoko mumaraini kunzwa kuti ivo vanhu vaigara uko asi maoko ari kubatirwa kwanhingi, whether for space or whatever. Zviriko. There's nothing new, Bruno, that you're going to come and say that will stop Cat family from loving Mura. So if I were you, I would just focus on being the bigger Bruno and stay away from Ketina. It doesn't mean that Ketina is a bad person. It means Ketina has got a personal vendetta inozikanwa neZimbabwe yese yemarwadzo ake aanouya kuzoatakira Mura. So we know Ketina fighting for you is not that she's fighting for you. She's fighting for her own personal vendettas against Mura. Saka pese panotaurwa Mura, Ketina munomuwana aripo. Semaone panongotaurwa nyaya yapirikisi naZuva, munowana Zuva aripo. Panongotaurwa nyaya yapirikisi naZuva, munoona Zuva chidzungaira aripo, because ndine personal vendetta nemunhu uzvu. It is the same thing with you, une personal vendetta namura. I believe everything that you said, Ketina. I did. I honestly think I did. Whatever happened, happened. But you are trying to say, because this happened to me, Saka people, you must think like this. Are you winning? Inini ndine makore mangani ngonjirwa nenyaya yapirikisi pano? Mangani? Ndichitaura nyaya wani. Ndichitendweka ndi munhu uyu. Ndichiti atina basa nazvo, tomudakala. It's fighting an endless battle. So you fighting Mura, you're not fighting Mura, you're fighting Cat family. And Cat family would do anything for their entertainment, because Cat family is loyal to their entertainment. They are loyal to the resilience of my Titi. They are loyal to the resilience of Fifi. They are loyal to the resilience of Titi. It's a successful story with speed bumps, and the people take inspiration from that. Saka iwe Bruno kuya nenyaya ma voice note yokuti wakweretwa $200, you're not doing yourself a favor. I believe if you really want to tell people and vent, mama voice note ako andainzwa Bruno uchitauraka ndakamanzwa and I could tell there was a hurt in your voice. Ukanzwa ma voice note ataurwa na Bruno ka unozwa kuti munhu ari kurwadziwa nezvakaitika. So I believe you, Bruno. I do. People believe you and what happened to you, they do. Our only issue is how you are going about it involving Kate, because Kate will never be in the middle. Maybe Louisa can be in the middle, because Louisa can jump from here to there. Katie Antorne kuti kamchacha must be petward. So she will overlook some of the things that you are saying. And say, hey. Katie, ane personal vendetta yake, yatinotonzwisisawo pano. I understand, Kate. I understand it, because no one wants to buy it. Same thing with Kate. So Kate will always have a personal vendetta kushka afa. So if you want to go after Mura, Bruno, do not involve Kate. Don't go in other people's pages. Mira panjimbo. Kate akavura page ega. Akaenda pa page rake akati fuck off. Kamchacha. Fuck off my boy. Yeah? Ari ega. Vanhu vakatomteerera akatosumudza akatenga imba akatenga chimota akatenga mazoyo pipe wa juice na midrate akamira ega akauya panapa yowe murazo ndidai. Vanhu vese vakateerera ma voice note, vanhu vese vakaona ma picture, vanhu vese vakadzifambira vakaona kuti no Kate ane point, vamwe vakati hana point but akamira ega. Saka it made a big boom. And today we know Katie because of this outburst. Iwe Bruno, kuenda pa next door kuna Katie kuti chindiridzirawo yangu iyi yako tainzwa ndine yangu. She's going to take it to further expagorate, to say I'm telling you this person is like this. It's not going to do anything for you, Bruno. It's not going to do anything for you. It's not. Itamba live uchi delete pa page rako iroro. Handinoda ma followers. Tanga dzako kwa Bruno kuni ma 300 tuko. Wapedza uta live wapedza wo did and uda page brand ambassador. Uda page rambe rako rakadai so do like me. I go live and pa. Napedza ndotsvaira chivanze ndo delete live. Trust me, recorders will record and all that, just but do it on your page. Stand on your own. You're a man. Kumadress uko, it's not a good idea. Kutamba nezvigure is not a good idea, Bruno. Because why is not a good idea? The day you stop giving Keti Mari, because you buy affection a lot. And whether you give Keti Mari or not, the day you stop kissing Ketina's ring, or the day you stop feeding Ketina, or the day you just stop Ketina, there are people who are with Bruno that are willing. Keti is loyal to Kylie. She will entertain those people who are vara Mari. When we say my orders, the day, remember, you stopped with my titi. Pawakango mira ma benefits are my titi wakavakutaza makala za ocha. Because now you're of no use, you're not bringing any value to my table. That's why I made it to throw you out of the window, nothing else. The same thing, so we track it in a Shamurkitana says, Tumana audio, a shower and a shakom, Kaku, we run a Kamurkitaka. It never, Akunama socialites, and all we run. It will always end in tears. It will, and I'm promising you this. It will end in tears. Diana come from Zana Ketana Kabla Rich. Kana masiricha ego zvinango dzungero rangoita zvimunhu rungozvuviwa richingodhonzwa nematinji richitevera ringagodiro dambiri. You don't do that. Do this. Leave Ketina and let Ketina vent. We know her. Munhu wedu ane chigumbo chake chaakaitirwa. Ane marwadzo ake kana atanga kurotomoka munhu wedu tomuziva musiye yarotomoke. Iwe kana une zvauri taura papeji rako. Rako iwewe. So that no one owns you, Bruno. No one owns you. Wakambomirana my titi owned you. Yes. You can madress are manipulative zingaiti. Wakatedza kumira sa Bruno ukabva wati let me mira sa Bruno wa my titi. Anditi and my titi owned you. She owned you. You go under her proximity, she will own you. Now wakuda kwenda kuna mama fatata. We will see how this ends. But my personal analysis is, Bruno, mese murima geva, mese munekamaga kudakwa. Usually, kana munakaita something, people want to go back and refer to previous stories. When we look at Felicitas' rap sheet, her good and the bad, I spoke of the good, and there is also the bad. The bad side, apana chicha. Felicitas has done worse. Felicitas has done worse. Apana chicha. Chatinga zanati puruza. Shitwa na Felicitas. So mese. Ati vunduke tikazwa kuti Felicitas nasakatora 4,000 ya Bruno asati aidzosera. Kuri dorina vanhu vakatovarwa mari dzakawanda kunda dzakweyo. Apana chicha. It doesn't mean she's a bad person. It means kuti munhu akafumurwa pamberi pevanhu ari famous. Tikazoda kupinda mune enyu munotorina vanhu vakauya kuzokusumudzirai furniture. Kutara kwatiri chakune vanhu makabvisa ma blue ticks pa WhatsApp yenyu. Makabvisa ma blue ticks pa WhatsApp yenyu. Nezvikwereti. Pamusana pezvikwereti. Saka don't be quick to tell us you're trying to sell water to a fish, Bruno. Apana chicha. Like we are not moved. But for you, I understand. Wakashandiswa. You say kushandiswa. Unoshandiswa, Bruno. You gained. Why did you stay for 5 years in a toxic relationship? Why? Why did you stay? Why? You were benefiting. Sakamurima gave her two matsotsa agerani, 2 strong personalities, 2 powerhouses, 2 big brains, and congratulations. Also rombe, Bruno. Also rombe. Uyu akakura chinzi rombe, or akambogara ne rombe, or akambota something chine urombe mkati. So she's that word, she uses it on anyone. I don't believe kuturi rombe. I don't. Bruno's wife, I know you are happy right now because the first wife is murumo goya end. And when I say first wife, you know what I mean. Not necessarily sexual. So focus on your life, Bruno. Try and buy style. I like a good successful story. But unekama urkuramba umvura urkuramba kunyumbira so. Nemari dzidzi kutaurwa wabudisa 4,000, wabudisa 2,000, wabudisa kuti mari dzese murume ari muZimbabwe ikaka murume ikaka. Netundebvu tukatwe ikaka. Ndokabudisa 4,000 ikaka. Mvura is no enter, Bruno. Putika. You have zvikwanisiro. Unezi headboard rinenge trababalase rinosvika uko. Handiti mari haisi kupinda. I don't know what it is. Maybe yakawanda yacho yange chienda kuna amatiti saka kuluka kwai kutinetsa. Now my titi is gone, so you have all your money in your pocket. You are not giving it to anyone. Penya, Bruno, penya. And this could get. I think you take a shower every day. I think so, but ameno kastaira kana kuti kaupostori here, but atinganyanyi kuisa kuupostori wacho because unopfeka zvinhu zvisingapfekwe nemapostoriwo futi. Saka hauchanzwisisi kuti wakanyanyobatwa nechipostori ka chakabva charamba kukuregedzesa chistaira waona. Saka you just say ndimazwa but you wear black, you wear other things zvisingaitwe nemapostori. Saka you're in between right now, and we need you kuti unoluka kune kamwe ka so kamwe so kamwe send paper it. I don't know, tamba nevanhu vanokwanisa kukulukisa zvokuti you don't care how you look. Listen, you do, you just can't, but you want. Get a stylist, Bruno. You can afford it. And this could look like a slay king, but the Bruno, we want a successful story. We want to see the development of the story. Yes, no rova masofa. Yes, but Maria yako iri kuperera kupa maititi. Ndo zvauri kutaura kewo kuti masano ndogara ndinonzi life yokumbirwa mari. Iko zvino uchakumbirwa mari. We want to see some changes. You know? Something. And this kuti luka kuti unyengwe, une mukadziwe. But even though une mukadzi pane kamwe kanhu so kakagara pamusoro apo. Imi mai Bruno ndimi munofana kubatwa. Because varume havana basa nazvezve. Murume andozoluka pamusana pemukadzi. Murume anogezeswa nemukadzi wake. Mbinga, mama mbinga, madzokera pa position yenyu, muraenda, chichibatai basa. Do something. I don't know what it is, but your husband's image. Mura, I think you know what's wrong with you. I think you can solve your problem. But I don't think you realize how much we see through you. There's a Mura, the original one. And then there's my Shumba. My Shumba hasn't really changed. Keeping up appearances. Those are the signs, and it's good. Those are the signs that uchengeta murume. Ashna kuipa, vana bobojani vedu tinovachengeta mumba. But we see through that. It's so sad when you think that we believe that Shumba is pulling strings and moving mountains and stopping rivers for you. You uri chipanera iwe, uri pinjis, uri simbi ebasa iwe, uri chipanera, ndiwe uri kutomanya. And there's nothing wrong with that, Philistines. There's nothing. But once ukaisa murume pamberi, and then you set a standard and say murume wangu is doing this for me, takanzwa UK tikati ndezve mashua. Then you put a standard, murume is doing this for me, and then you bring it up. Now what happens is you have to keep up with appearances. Because wakaita as if ndazowana mpinga yandichengeta. So the cows, you bringing cows in the picture, wasotora motkari, yasodai, you need to realize you are now repeating a pattern of pressure. Ye pressure. Wakashita pa makeke aibururuka ayai. To make it look like mu American ushu. Ndiya atouya nemari kuzoda kundibatsira pa. Iye ma American apo mari nasisi midu. So there's a pattern that your followers don't want to say because they don't want to upset you, because they are enjoying your successful story. But when everything is said and done, what keeps me going after the streets is my conscience. When the streets are finished, Zuva, hure, Zuva, zodai, Zuva, zodai. After Zuva, zodai, ndarwa nevanhu mastreets tamarana, tabdi. When I switch off the camera, I get back to my life with a clean conscience. But with you, I feel that ndazotora mari kuna Bruno 4,000, ndikazobhadhara 2,000 kuna Fifi, ndikazobhadhara. That's keeping up appearances. But you have to, they are your kids. This one, I will let it pass because I've done things for my kids as well. But you running around and getting mombe dzisiri dzako, running around and ningiriking a car isiri yako, telling people ndakanyora story yangu ndega, you have to get back. When the camera yapedzaka, you have to go and look for cows. Camera yakadzimwa unofanira kunotsvaga vanhu ma writers story yeku Nigeria. Camera yadzimwa unofanira kuvhara vanhu vezvikwereti. Camera yadzimwa, you still have another war after the camera. So what will help you now is clean up your house. Pane chinhu chiri kukupa pressure mura. Chunhu ichocho ndicho chiri kuti when the camera closes, you are this other person, you are tanzwa achiti kwanzi ma street kids. You get so frustrated with keeping up appearances to the point of you disregard human beings. Chi pressure yoyo mura. I don't think on a normal day you would say, that's a street kid. That's a street kid. Oh, street kid, street kid, street kid, street kid. I don't think so. But when you get frustrated to the point of kurasa mromo, you are trying to create something in the background so that you bring it on camera. And the tosonesa hembe chenai muvapfekedze hembe so iwe shumba pfeka hembe wakade so tope camera kacha camera, and then you're off to and mombe and today camera. So you are, I think, fake life. People would then start saying fake life because you are taking from your reality to bring on camera. So whenever you set a standard, wakufana uri pa standard iroro kana kukwidza. Wakusvika pa extended wakunotorana nemota yaya goreri zviya futi magonyeti ma Land Cruiser Toyota what machia wakambotora goreri kuda to keep up appearances. By now the whole of Zimbabwe knows Felicitas ukauya nendege pano nhasi yakanyorwa kunzi maititi toziva kuti haisi yako. We know. Ukauya na shumba chero ukavapfekedza sei chero ukadi. We know there's something about this image that says bitches, because I wouldn't want a man but Canada ndakudzokera pa point yangu why I like Mura and why I think she must go back to that. I'm not saying harambe murume, please, but inini kana basa remurume muupenyu hwangu kundichengeta neage yandava iyi handingawanikwi ndichimubavhira murume. Guys, I'm sorry. Especially ndine vana vari kutodawo mari kwandiri, ndine vabereki vari kudawo mari kwandiri, murume asina mari. Aiwa anokupinza busy because now you have to keep up appearances. Do you know what I mean, Mura? So Mura, you have a husband. Thank God, we get it. But you trying to bring out as Shumba is this big breadwinner will make you even hustle more, Panzapo, will make you varavanu, will make you abuse Bruno and whoever is coming after Bruno to keep up your appearances because pressure. Who are you pressurizing against? Anyone who looked down on you, uchikura, pressure. Anyone akakuti uri rompe, mazuva ako awaikura. If you look within your parents, make sure akuna sibling rivalry. Kana kuti spirit of competition yakaiswa nema parents also. But I'm trying to help you look for where your pressure is coming from. Yes. I think something is giving you pressure. The idea of you are married to a man who can't do shit for you. My husband, this my husband, that. Now my socialites is listing ukaona ushu, Hapana zviripo. Why they give me this list? They think I'm going to come here and start talking shit. Ndikati iwe, fake it till you make it. If I had a husband that I loved very much, chero asina mari ndewangu. Murume wangu, iwe naye. Wangu andototengera chingwa. Regai adye mari yangu, adye mari yemukadzi wake, mabuda adye mari yani. But zvinozopa pressure manje because ukava uri iwewe une standard yaunoda iwewe. Yaunoda shamwari yangu. Une standard yaunoda iwewe. The standard of life that you want. So you are the standard of life that I want in the husband. Uyu chibhakani akangoiswa kunzi kwanzi murume aripo. Good. He's going to eat your money and you are going to be running around and providing achiungonzwa $2 chichi. Good. But make sure, Mura, this is not the reason why uchipindana nema tsekwende kwerera vanhu mari to keep up this picture. Once you have to start borrowing money to keep up the picture of you and Shumba. Ala Shumba. You gara pa hivi, nasi ndio Shumba. Gara. His name is Paddington. This is a good picture and the people love a good picture. To keep up this appearance, kuchena, kupfeka hembe, imari inodhura, zvodhura, and amvumidzi kudzokorudza hembe futi pakamera. Ndo zimwe dambudziko. Saka how to manage this situation, Mura, so that you don't end up kunokweretana nevanhu zvikwereti nekuti I do this, my friend, maybe it will work. Ushu, mude nemwoyo wako wese. Iye akude nemwoyo wake wese. But stop. Picture. Ukanda. Tapakati my developments. He can't keep up. Anogona nganitori nema projects emashuwa ushu. But your life is about tap posting progress. Saka progress ya uyu manje kana ichi tinonoka ichifamba 20 kilometers an hour. Kana progress ya Shumba ichifamba 50 kilometers an hour. You, my dear, are moving at 100 kilometers an hour. You know, strain a relationship ish. Where you constantly have to post your success. Constantly have to post your progress na baba. Zviva sekwenzi murumo yana basa ana mari. Anogona ngantori netumari twana atko twanokiakia. But the rate in which you are posting and the today, you can't keep up with it. Social media is fast. Unoteka motikari yako na stokomberera maoko mangwana tichakanganwa. What else do you have? Mangwana okwira ndege titi mangwana oenda ku Dubai odzoka tatokanganwa twakamboenda ku Dubai. Tatokanganwa twakamboenda movie. Tatokangana, we want more. Social media is demanding. You must always post more. You must always look nice. You must always have hair on flick. You must always have imari yo Felistas. Baba, reti yako iwewe ni reti ya baba yakasiana, baby. Yakasiana. So be careful not to exasperate this. Don't post him as much. If I were you, I would post him in his sweatpants and his t-shirt when he's enjoying a game of soccer. It's very easy to keep posting a person in their simplicity. Kana achifudza mombe dzake. Azvipi pressure yekuti mangwana arikupfeka suit yerudzi. Mangwana apfeka boots yerudzi. Mangwana mamechare because imari yese iwoyizva muri kuita zvokubuda maka imari. Apo uri kubuda mbiri yekunzi unokwereta mari. Do you get what I mean? So someone warned you, you stopped. Waimbo posta vana a lot. And I like Mama Socialites, now they've stopped. They used to post their kids. The kids were part of the brand and part of the content. A lot. Until the kids started getting backlash. And then you withdrew your kids from your page. Why? Because you knew my kids I need you to do the same thing with Shumba. Once zvatodaro watokata budget rako rema picture ekupa vanhu pressure ne half. Watosiya nenyaya yekuda kubuditsa murume mukuru uchimisa pamota yauri kuziva kuti haisi mota yako. Watosiya ndiwe futi wakamboposta kuti maenda kutengera imba, maenda kutengera motikari, pakapera makamera ukabvisa ukadzosera zvinhu kuvaridzi. If you want to post yourself. It's easy to with your people. It's easy. Take it easy on Shumba social media. Because the rate that you are going at is not the rate that is working at. Rate that you are portraying kuti zvaapa hasirizvo izvi. Ndo vanhu vachizokuti fake life. Asa haisi fake. The problem is that I don't think Shumba sits on his ass the whole day. I don't think so. He doesn't strike me like the guy who sits on his ass the whole day. But the rate that is growing and going on in Zimbabwe for a person who was in the UK, mamanya, that's why people are saying fake life. I don't believe it's a fake life. I think it's a fake it till you make it situation. And inyaya pano pressure. Nokuti unozoya pana kuti ndakamboti moti yacho ndeyangu. Ndakamboti moti yacho ndeyangu. You see? So vanhu kuzvitukisa nevanhu, vanhu vasakushore nechivana. People always tukisa you and shore you, but as a nation we can now see. Hauna musi wauchazomboya chero Shumba vakaenda. Vanhu vakambonzi ukaita zvokutamba unoenda. Kuna kanzi fast like wifi ka? Apa, kuna fast like wifi. Ndiumaga. Uyu ane yake yakapiwa. Uyu ane yake yakapakanzaniko. Vakaenda kupiko kwa ola, ndikupiko kwa vakaenda. Zvikanzi chero na iyu yakaya kudidi get. So there's a chance yekuti mangwana munomwana ane mumwe. This guy and your next person or whatever, listen, do not put them in the pressure that you have of posting constantly, consistently, or constantly on a level. Ta up, tapeza kwaka, ta up. Zvinogona kuti rogona kutoramba ushungo tauro tazo. Munhu achiri muzasi achiri kutanga. Ichiri upcoming. Asima kutomisa kumsoro. What it does is you must always keep up appearances. You must always look on top. Saka ucharamba uchikwereta mari kuti urambe unechi level eroro. You lose nothing by not posting your man. Nothing, honey. Usapuwe pressure na yava no poster and ndokumbira what's happening now, Mura, do not respond. I wish I was your PR agent or something. I wish I had a position as a consultant in your image, what. Whenever something like this is happening, especially the past 2 days, Mura, do not respond. Whatever nonsense comes your way, do not respond. Because if Bruno akayaka kutokonya, it's going to go around to Ketina. Ketina, who does she support? And what's happening today? Today, tomorrow, can you see? But what I would have loved, yeah, but I know you won't. Do you think she will go for the premiere? For the premiere? Do you think she will? She wouldn't. Would she? Because we are Tyra, when Mura was doing the movie, Tyra conveniently left the country. But now that maybe she was out of the country for sure, do you think that my titi will show up for Tyra's movie? What do you guys think? Mura would die. Mura, you would have to drag her corpse. Because Amuka. Mura, you have to drag her corpse. Nah. Don't you guys think? Do you think she would go? To be part of the celebration, Muno anduda kuona chano indele kwa jaindi ndilori. Cause anywho, have a good day, my guys. This is my analysis of Bruno and my titi. They are both hot-headed. Vese magefa. Apana mutreni. When you look at history, evana vese vari tu marwadzo chet. Sakapava tu magefa tu asurirana. No one is right, no one is wrong. Let them both vent. If Bruno wants to vent. But I think, Bruno, you should vent on your page. This is not the right time to respond right now. My audio, but don't respond. Because you responding, people are going to think you are bitter. I'm not really looking forward to that more than I am looking forward to Japresa's movie. You know? I don't know. But vachenda kunoona we mutu dzoti nenge yakaita se, you know. But anyway, so that's my analysis. Both It's both of them. Kana ukafamba ma-streets kuside kwa maititi, it makes sense. Zvotaurwa namaititi. Ukafamba kuside kwa Bruno, it makes sense. Zvotaurwa na Bruno. But Bruno, you were benefiting from our maititi. You knew who maititi was and what she's capable of doing. You knew. With great power comes great responsibility. To whom much is given, much is expected. So you were given much attention. We expected you to endure the toxicity. That's her. You walked in knowing that she's like that. Why are you surprised? Nyoka ya guruma? Her being a nyoka is none of your business. This is what she has to do to survive. No life yake, no shari, it is not Oshanda. But you wakapinda uchiziva kuti uyu ndibva nyangu, uyu ndichamangwisa. Eh? Uyu ndimacharangwanda, kamchacha. And you expect kamchacha to treat you like Fifi. No, you paid. That's why you gave her money. You're paying for your upkeep. And this has been going on for long. Shata kuona iko zvino, ama results. Imakatanga kusurana kudara, mune makore. You were not lovey-dovey kisses for a long time. I think your relationship was fine probably the first few months, but later on it was not ndo iripo. You see, you pick it up within ndo shiripo, and how you stayed there, you paid, you bought affection. You paid, and you got exposure. You paid. One day you stopped paying and you left, just like Umaga. Because what I thought it was not. What I thought it was not. What you think she is not. But you have to be inside to see. So Bruno, you know what you saw inside, but you stayed. Other people have left. Don't hurry. That doesn't mean she's a bad person. There are people that are worse than her. But you actually vans. I don't go to her and fake life and thinking she's a superhuman and the moon where do tell muzioti are. But it's not a famba because the only thing we are interested in her thinking she's a superhero, in her thinking she's all that, in her thinking she's doing. We love the resilience. I right mu wrong wake. We love the resilience in her playing delusional. Do not know because I could use some inspiration in this economy. I could use some inspiration on the streets. That's why people will always follow her. Yeah? Anyway, I hope I was able to help. Mama, I love you, Bruno. I love you, my titi. Take care of yourselves. Good luck in your endeavors. I wish you the best. When it comes to my sofas, I don't think you are going to fall business. I think you're going to succeed. I don't think you will succeed as much as my titi. I don't think so. I think you are just going to be like an average sofa maker. Anzi kolorena awira na madam boss. Ndina mbodarweni. Ndina bedweka. Bedwe, don't put words in my mouth. Kana achirwara. Ane flu yake yakamuvharira mba. Anambodarweni. Ndangoti endai kumovie munoona mutudzewo kuti inenge ichinakidza because isusu hatiko. Bruno, you have a lot of work to do, my guy. A lot. You zvimaskiti zveshe zvaunobudisa uchitadza vanhu masofa and all, you're gonna have to do more. You have to do more than what you did mazuva amaititi. Mashoko awe kuti uchapadona chete. Don't be shaken because your destiny is not in my titi's hands. God wanted you to succeed. Right? Saka chero dai maititi vakakurambira kuku advertise masofa iwayo. There was going to be another person who was going to advertise those sofas for you. Kana mwari akangonyora pasi kuti Bruno achabudirira ndo zvaachaita. Hakuna chinhu chingatitadzisa chinopikisa mwari. Apa it was just my titi that was used by God to boost you. And when my titi removes herself, God will still find ways to boost you. However, you have a lot of work to do. With my titi, it was an easy, fast ride. Just stand next to her and enjoy the shine. You didn't even have to do anything. My titi kungo poster on your page was enough boom for the next 10 orders. But now that Mwari abvisa umaititi mu life mako. Mwari anobvisa toxic people in your life for you to see fine. Mwari abvisa maititi. What's next, Bruno? What you got? Yes, you can make sofas. So can anyone else in Harare. What else do you have? You're not going to go down as Bruno, the guy who took down my titi. No, you're not going to do that. So what else are you, Bruno, besides making sofas? Because a lot of people make sofas, but why are they not famous? You have a lot of work to do. Behind Bruno Wema's sofa, what else is there? Give me a reason to keep following you. What else do you have besides sofas? Because very soon, your videos are going to start ending like a commercial. I will scroll past them because if I don't need sofas, I will not on your page. If I don't, I'm not looking for furniture and the will page. Because page. What else do you have? Give us more so that maybe mashoko ekunzi uchapadona chete aupadoni kwete nenyasha dzamwari. You have to put in the work. What else? Because now you are standing on your own. Munaimbo kufuridzira ma-orders aenda. Saka na usingadi kupadona pa wakanzi uchapadona ipapo. You actually have to do the work. And you advertising with the social media people and getting caught up in scandals and whatnot, it will die down very soon. What else do you have? How do you stay on top? My strategists ndo pano uya, ndo adversaries no pa kuseri uko kwete pano pa social media. Zvinhu zitakakuvenga utakavenga vanhu. Zvine ma strategy zvinhu zvakadai so. Business is not by luck. Ma streets nekutuka vanhu nekudi hazvimisi business. You won't be in business for a long time if you are on the streets dissing another person. Do you know what I mean? If you're a businessman, you aunganzi Bruno Furnitures mangwana wayo chiti maititi benzi. Tazvinzwa maititi benzi ka 5 ka 6 ka 7 tiri muna May. Saka muna August ucha advertise masofa ako chirichi. When August comes, how are you going to advertise it? Because right now, we are riding on Bruno Maititi. After the scandal, when the next scandal happened, you are still... What else you got? Remove yourself from Shugure. Shugure have a personal vendetta. All Ketina can say is tengai masofa kwa Bruno, tengai masofa kwa Bruno, tengai masofa kwa Bruno. Ugo ungo advertise wana Keti. Van wakamaka Keti abaweni masofa Bruno. So how else do you stand and keep going? You've been at this for 5 years. How do you keep your business going? You can't keep your business going by kunamerana neshiguri. Unotogona kutoruza business because of that. And now kuti dzokera Kate family. And now. But what is your plan? Quickly, carefully remove yourself from Shuguri. Carefully. Takunzwa. Tashinzwa. So take my advice. Ababa nabandewe kutamba nawo. Because tinobanzwisisa vane marwadzo avo avakabva nawo. You have no business kushuguri. Kana wava Bruno Furnitures. Kushika next month muri kuadvertise masofa enyu mchiti. Because right now muri kurira. Next month me mchiti. Unopadona ndo zvekutaurwa kunzi uchapadona. Be careful. Andidi kuti upadone. But ukaramba uri kuzvigure unopawa. Amatiti, and can advise, and you've got your life figured out. My only, it's not even advice. I don't even have to advise you on anything. Because one, you're not one to take any advice. Two, I think you got your life figured out. I think you're good. However, I wanted you to know that we see through it. The hard work, the resilience, and all. But we see through it. And we wish you would slow down so that it doesn't give you pressure. You could not just to keep up appearances. People that love you are worried. And we don't want you. You have posted. When it comes to your marriage and your life, your real life, have something to go back home to. I like suffering in private. Do you know that? Me. And like, everybody suffers. Everybody goes through something. It's everyone. I want to go through something in private. Then I'll come here and yes, what is it? Panovhara camera kana ndichidya chingwa nemvura. It's privacy is everything. Privacy is expensive, Mora. Privacy is everything. Do not put your camera on your private life. Don't. Privacy is expensive. Saka zvokuti nasi tenga mombe, nasi shumbakazi, nasi mari yedu, mari sisacho, nasi zira keep that for your best revenge is your paper. But right now it's keeping up appearances. You know what I mean? Deuces. Bye. That's my analysis. I'm done with those guys. I'm done. Bese magefa. Matsota geran. Yeah? Anyway. I'm gone. Jim Matsmainduku, Lalo J, Debra, Tasha, Shanazi, say more. Spiwe. I love you. Bye.